All right. Let me go get my food. Let me go get my food. Okay. Scam lightly, get lost. Get lost, scam lightly. Okay. Taylor Sweet Treats, what's up, girl? How are you? Hey, Jason. Hi, 708-555-806 and 803-511-738. What's up? How are you guys doing? Belle. Hey, keep it cute. Hello. I was just catching up on your videos. Where I know they've been back to back, right? You doing great? That's good. My videos they've been back to back, honey. I've been on. Look, that's what you do when you don't have nothing. When you're not working or anything. Well, when I'm not, I'm always working. But when I'm not at the 9 to 5 gig, or 9 to 6 rather, because y'all know I don't get off till 6. So when I'm not at the 9 to 6 gig, I'm on here hustling for $1, honey. And I had some great readings today. I got some new cards that came in the mail that I'm so excited about. And I'm gonna open up the Miss Cleo on somebody, whoever gonna be my first guest for my Valentine's Day event. Y'all better come on. Y'all better come on with it. Come on with the come on. Come on with the come on. I'm telling you. So we're gonna do this Valentine's Day thing, and we're gonna have a ball. Miss Olivia, you're back. Oh my goodness, thank you. Miss Olivia is back again. Um, she had a great reading, and she don't mind sending me hearts and stuff. Taylor said, "I don't blame you." Look, Taylor, I'm working, so if I can't go work at the office, I'm gonna be working on here. So Look, y'all better come on with it. Now, the last time I checked, now y'all gave me a bunch of hearts and I love it. You guys are amazing. But honey, I'm gonna need for you guys. It's 89 people over here on Bigo. Come on now. I'm gonna need y'all to drop some beans. I'm gonna need y'all to drop. Let me see some fireworks or something. Show the queen how much y'all. I gave y'all. If y'all missed the reading that I did, and Miss Olivia can tell you that I did on TKO and Boss Barbie, you missed out because it was a very good reading. Very, very, very good reading. And the YT, if y'all miss the reading that I did on FB, y'all know the fish woman, the stinky thinky fish woman, y'all missed out because that was a good, it was a good reading. So I did some great general readings that was on point. So if y'all better go back and check those videos out. I'm eating my dinner now, you guys. Hi, Angie. Can I get some likes? Can you guys like the video? Share. Can you guys share the video? Thumbs up the video. Hi, 504, baby. I am doing a big Valentine's Day reading event. And the tickets are $45 for anybody that would like a ticket. So just let me know. Otherwise, right now, y'all gonna see me do a mukbang. Hi, Miss Phenomenal. I like your name. Hi, Luis Benitez. I bet it was a good salad. See, sweet tweets, I need someone like you around that love to cook. Because me, I don't like to cook. You said it was good. I know it was good. When Angel get to making that good food, that good stuff, I be like, woo, Angel, why you didn't make more? That's how I be, woo, Angel, why you didn't make some more? Thank you, Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia shared my life. Thank you. Hi, Fax. Hi, Pedro. Hey, 792. You cook every day. Girl, I remember them days. I used to cook every day. I can cook and bake anything you can name. I believe it. I used to cook like that, but not no more. So Bigo, I know y'all been hearing what's going on in the Bigo streets. You like it? I love Cajun food, Olivia. I love it. Hi, Lawrence. It's been a lot going down, honey. Ooh. And my spider senses have been tingling. I'm just like if they only knew. I know that's right. I used to cook every day, all day. And once I got down to the last three, I got tired. And I used to cook 3-4 times a day. You from Louisiana? Oh, you from Louisiana, Olivia? I got down to them last three. I was like, Angel, get in this kitchen. And Angel always was in the kitchen because she used to watch her sisters and them cook. And she wants to be a chef. So not only did she watch my older kids cook and stuff, but she would Google different meals and stuff, and she would cook them off of YouTube. Man, I don't like to cook no more. You make the best New Orleans gumbo. You guys, I'm so greedy. I finished this bowl. I finished this meal in 2 seconds flat. Look, I finished this TV dinner in 2 seconds flat. I was hungry. Hi, boo boo. At 8:07. Okay. All right, I'm through. I'm through. It was good. It was really good. I'm getting messages like crazy. Hey, Tasha. Y'all coming on in. Let me show you guys you newcomers. These are my new cards. These are my new cards that came today. Excuse me, and they are my favorite. It used to be the other ones, but now these are my favorite new cards. These are now my favorite new cards. So I told you guys that I was going to do the Miss Cleo cards and everything, but we gonna see. Again, see how is Bree on here? Bree is on here. I was looking for Bree. Hey, Belle. Keep It Cute said she was catching up on my videos. So Bree, remember when we was talking before how you don't even see them when it come time to pay. On paydays, you don't see them. When it's free, they come through the woodwork. And so this Miss Cleo, I said I would do to the first person whoever bought a Valentine's ticket for the Valentine's Tarot event, or if they donated, or if they, if you're on Bigo and you were the first to give gifts and that kind of stuff. So and I'm still waiting for beans. I'm still waiting. 94 people in the house, and you guys, come on now. What's up, Bigo? What's up? It don't it 2, 3 beans, 7 beans is nothing. Come on now. Y'all already know. Y'all know how this goes. So this is my first time opening, as you guys see. I've never opened my Miss Cleo deck. This is my Miss Cleo deck. So this is Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck. This deck contains 78 cards influenced by Tarot Shaman, Miss Cleo. She's the Tarot Shaman. With 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana, these cards will enable those who mastered them to embark on a journey of self-discovery while glimpsing into the future. Did you guys hear that? Hey there, JJCJ. How you doing, love? I see. You see? Huh, do you see, Bree? Do you see? But you know what? You my backup. Remember what we said now. Remember what we said. I am not changing. The Valentine's tarot readings are $45. The Valentine's tarot readings are $45. And tonight, each reading, $25. 2 for $50, 1 for $25. 2 for $50, 1 for $25. That's how it. You want Miss Cleo reading tonight? $25. You want to get on the Valentine's tarot reading and get your ticket? $45 for the tickets. Okay, for that, and that's going to be a special Valentine's event. It makes me a little up. I know, right? And wait. This is it though. You know they watching. Don't think they ain't here. Don't think they not. They here. They watching. Them same ones saying, "Yeah, I'm waiting till Friday." Them same ones that's sitting here saying, "I'm gonna wait till Friday," thinking I'm gonna give in. Nope. I'm sending mine over now. All right, Jay. That's what I'm talking about. See, I got some good loyal people, supportive people, and the thing about it is, I could see if I didn't. I show y'all the things that I buy, that I spend. I show you guys where your money goes. It goes on me buying new merchandise, new things for you guys, new cards for you guys, things for me. Y'all see, like my tarot t-shirt and my jacket that I just love. My jacket that I just love. I just love. You know, I show you guys, the things. The other folks, they ain't showing you nothing. You guys don't even get to see where the money goes. At least here you get to see it, because not to mention, like, y'all know the Queen Goddess Ball. So every time after my readings, you could ask the Queen Goddess Ball a question, and it's free. And you can ask as many questions as you want. After each reading, each session, I do the Queen Goddess Ball. But you know what I'm finna do? You know what I'm finna start doing, Bree? Do you know what I'm finna start charging $1? I'm finna start charging I even bought a new ball. I even bought a new ball. Thank you, love. I got it, Jay. I'm gonna start charging $1. I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna start charging $1 for the Queen Goddess Ball. Cause see, we gotta change things up. When people want to come in and then everybody pops out. You know how it go. I get ready to do, after the readings and stuff is over with and I get through, and then they started get ready to do. I get ready to do after I get through with my readings and I get ready to do the Queen Goddess Ball, the QGB. People come out, they pop out from anywhere, right? And then, especially when I said there's no stipulations. I always there's you can ask the Queen Goddess about any 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, whatever it is that you want, and not one person to tell. So now I'm gonna do. I am not able to do, but right, you always do, Brie. You always do. You buy tickets, you donate, you buy readings. You always do. But I'm gonna start. You hear, you keep me on my toes. So that's what I'm gonna start doing, even with the QGB. I'm gonna just start making everybody $1 to at least donate $1 for it. Yep. Tell us, you said, I don't blame you because it costs a lot. When I start, I'm gonna do yours for free. You have told me some wonderful things. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, love. And it does. This stuff costs, honey, these are not cheap. These cards are not cheap. And when you're buying more and more and more stuff, every day I'm buying stuff. Every day I'm buying stuff, from my clothing, to my necklaces, to even, my ring, not this one, but my stars and moon ring that I have. All of that stuff, it costs. It's not cheap. I know I've been pricing out supplies. That's why I've been after you to make the changes, Gina. Yep. The supplies and stuff, everything from the candles. Look, right now, I got 2 incense left. And I keep forgetting every time I go back out. 2. This is all I got left. 2 incense left. I have to go and buy some more. It costs money. And I need that. I need that for my prayer. I need, it ain't that I don't need, that I can do without. No, I need my incense for my prayers and stuff. Thank you, JD. Thank you. Like my jacket. Wasn't cheap. It was, and I fell in love. I saw this jacket right off. I knew I was like, this is for me. Look, JD, look. Tell me this ain't me. I was like, ooh, girl, this is you. And it's got pockets. This is moi, honey. I was like, oh yes, baby. Oh yes. This was me. I had to have it. And most of it, I pay. You say you need one, and I get it. Like I said, myself. And then there's other things that I want to get, like these, and like I said, put my own spin on it, just like my oils, and all of that, where I'm gonna be sending it. I'm just waiting. The only reason why I haven't advertised that to get that to you guys yet, because my packaging has not arrived yet. I'm waiting for my packaging to arrive. When my packaging arrives, then I'm gonna be ready to send it out to you. I'm gonna be ready to send it right on out to you. So it's an ends to a means. It's a means to an end. It's a goal. Like, I have goals and stuff that I need to do. Jay, so did you want to do your reading now on here, or did you want it in private? Let me know. I got you. And I think it would be great not only to have these, but I got my own machine, so I could get them and I could put it on. I could put my name on the back of them, and then I could sell them. Myself. I'll do it. You'll do it now? Okay. All right. Let me know. What's your question? Hi, Michael Billings. Hi, T Baby, Sammy, Mark. You're so right, Bree. You're so right. You're so right. Where is my, come on, TT. Come on, TT. Where are my likes at? TT, where are my likes at over here? TT, where are my likes at? Bigo, y'all quiet over here. Y'all gonna have to do better. Bigo, you are going to have to do better. Where I want to hear some beans. Where's some beans for the last 3 lives? I have not gotten not one bean. Where are the beans at? Okay. Jay says, I want to go to school for physician assistant in August. Will I accomplish this or would I be wasting time? I understand that you want to go to school for that and you want to accomplish that. You're going to probably get started on that, but you're not going to finish because that is not what you're meant to do. That is not what you're led to do. So it would be more of wasting time now because you already have a goal. You already have a goal that you have to do, that you have to attain. You know? Okay, so now we're gonna see what the cards are, what the cards say. I'm doing the Miss Cleo. You the first, Jay. Jay, you the first that's gonna get the Miss Cleo cards. Look, I'm excited for you. All right, I have to light the incense, the one that I have right now. Okay. Yeah, you already, you know what your goal is, what your purpose is. All right, I'm cleansing the cards. I'm cleansing the Miss Cleo cards. This is a direct message for JD Nichols. We want the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. JD wants to go to physician assistant school in August. Will JD accomplish this or would it be wasting time? Will JD Nichols accomplish physician school or will it be a way? I'm getting a waste of time. I'm getting a waste of time. Father God, I ask of you to cover JD Nichols, cover JD with your blood, keep him safe and protected. I call upon the angels, the ancestors, the spirits, the souls, the friends, the family of JD Nichols. Come in, talk to us, lead JD in the right direction. If you're of God, if you're of positivity, if you're here for JD Nichols, if you're here for the queendom, you are welcome through the gate and in this room. If you're not of God, if you're not of the light, if you're not here for the queendom, I send you back to hell from which you came in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, we want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Gina, today was fantastic at work. I got to use all my skills today, my administrative skills and all my other skills. It was so exciting. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you, Bree. Okay, first, all right now, JD, you the first, JD. See, this was special. This was meant for you, baby. This, and it's telling me to give you 7 cards. That is lucky 7. It is telling me to give you 7 cards. Seven cards. You getting a Miss Cleo card, huh? You know how Miss Cleo said, Miss Cleo, it's the real deal. Miss Cleo does not play. Yep, lucky 7 to get. Don't you always get 7, honey? Them angels be protecting you. God's angels be protecting you. You always get lucky 7. Always. I will let you know. Finish your reading, then I gotta fill you in, Mama, on what's going on. All right, baby. I gotta make these brand new, so I gotta make sure that I'm shuffling them real well, real good. Lucky 7. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let me set the other cards. Set the other cards back in the box. All right, it's telling me 4. Okay, 4. Thank you, JJ. I so appreciate you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Mmm. Mmm. Look at you. The 7 of swords. The 7 of swords. And look, you see him. You see how he put down 3 and he's carrying the other 4. He put down 3 to carry. That means that you will start it. See how I say you will start it. He put in to say you will start it, but you ain't gonna finish it. You will start physician assistant school, but you're not gonna finish it. You put the 3 swords in the sand, but you got the other ones, they weighing on your back. They weighing on you. Look. He looked like he's tired. He looked like he's tired of carrying it. Look, he bent over and everything. He put down only 3 though. He laid down only 3 because you're gonna start it, but because it's gonna weigh on you. You know why it's gonna weigh on you, my love? It's gonna weigh on because that's not what you're led to do. That's not God is look, I'm already God is already saying, I already told you. I already told you gotta be obedient. He's not saying that you can't do it. He's not saying that you can go to physician school. You can go there and finish it, but it's not in the cards right now. You can't do that now because right now you got a goal that you started that has to be finished, that has to be dealt with. That's just like me. Now I'm doing tarot and then I decide to not do tarot and decide to go sell candy. That's not what I was led to do. God said, I ain't give you no candy store. I ain't give you that office over there for you to start selling candy stuff. This is what I led you to do. So I got to do what it is that he led me to do. Just like you got to do what was led for you to do. You may start it, but you're not going to finish it. You got to start. You have to finish what you started first. Then you can pick up and do physician school after that. He said, that's true. 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Look at that. The sun. Look at how proud he is. The sun shine. Look after everything that I just told you. Look at how he's riding that bull because you accomplished. Look how he up to God. He praising God because he has accomplished what he set out to do. You accomplished what you set out to do. The sun is shining on you. You feel strong. You feel powerful because you did what you were told to do. You were obedient. You did. Let me tell you something. Even though you want to do that school, you're not going to feel accomplished because you haven't done what the goal is for you to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. Look, you leading a trail for others to follow you because you're a leader. See the cups? And look at the sun still shining on you. The sun is behind you, still watching you, still shining on you. You leading the trail. You even got God even got your outlooker, that person to look out for you, making sure them demons, making sure them bad people is not following, is not attacking, is not changing your direction. It's not changing your direction. You leaving a trail for those that are supposed to follow you because you're a leader. How they gonna follow you if you in school, baby? If you in physician school, how you gonna lay the cups down for them to follow you? He said, wow, I like it. 4, Knight of the Cups. Look how strong. Look, you the Knight of the Cups. You still leading. He said, you right. You still leading with the cups. Look, you still, and you ready for battle. You see that? You're ready for the mess. You're ready for because you know it's coming. You know, ain't nobody trying to lead you to do nothing else and anything different but the devil. The devil always wants to lead us to do something else other than what God told us to do, because he's about tricks. He's trickery, and make you think it's a good thing, make you thinking that it's a good thing because, oh, well, it's physician school, God will be okay with that. No, that's not what you led. God is never going to be okay with you doing something different than what he led you to do. No matter what, even if you are out there by yourself. Just like I remember when I was out there on that corner on Madison Avenue by myself, giving away clothing, food, and all that. And the gangbangers walked up to me. One of the head gangbangers walked up to me and he said, "What you doing?" I said, I'm giving away clothing and stuff. And he said, "You giving this away? You ain't selling it?" I said, "No, I'm giving everything. I'm giving it away." He said, "Oh." He said, "You belong to a church or something?" I said, "No." He said, "You belong to some type of organization?" I said, "No, I'm just a single mother." I said, "I'm just a single mom that knows how it feels to not have something for your children for the holidays." He said, I said, "So everybody here gets whatever's left until it's gone." That dude had his other dudes watch me, had them protect me. He said, "Nobody is to mess with her." That's what he said. Look, young kid, could have been young enough to be my son. He said, "No one is to mess with her." And I'm out there by myself. He came out, I'm out there by myself. He questioned me. I answered the question with, "Look, you would have thought, Jay, I had 20 soldiers behind me." He said, "Who said you?" He said, "Who said you could come out here and do?" God. I said, "I'm just a single mother that knows how it is not to have anything for their children. And this is what I'm doing." He said, "You not selling none of this?" He said, "You not?" I said, "No, I'm not selling anything." I said, "I'm giving it all." People were coming up to me, giving me their medical cards. They was giving me their IDs. I said, "I don't need that." They said, "You don't need this?" I said, "No." They say, "You don't belong to a church or nothing?" I said, "No." They thought I belonged to a church. You know why? Because I had 4 van loads. I had 4 van loads in a parking lot on Madison Avenue. And you know who protected me? The gangbangers. The gangbangers. So what is meant? You are ready for battle. You are ready for battle. Ain't nobody got to tell you you ready for battle. Hey, Lily. 1, 2, 3. Didn't I just talk about? Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, the devil. What did I just say to you, Jay? I said the devil comes in and make you think it's good. So he told you, "No, you going to do school. You going to go to school." So you think that it's okay if I go to school, if I go on and do. No, that's not what God led you to do. I told you the devil will trick you into making you think What you changed your mind to do is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Look at the devil in disguise. Look at him. Look at him in disguise, holding up. Look at him holding up the sights and the sword like he leading everybody, like he's showing everybody the light. Look at how he in disguise. Look at how the devil is in disguise, standing up up there on the throne like he a king. He up there on the throne like he a king because he trying to be your friend, Jay. He trying to be your friend because he don't want you to do what God has chosen you to do. So he making you think. He making you think, oh, he your friend. He got you. I just told you about that devil. 2, the high priestess. Who's your high priestess? Look at me in this picture. Look at me in this picture. I'm doing my job. The high priest. Look, let me show you the difference. You don't need his light, his torch, because your high priestess got the light. I already got the light to lead you. I'm already on the throne. Your high priest, but look at the devil. Look how the devil want to trick you and want to try to pretend like he my king. You see that? You see, look at that. He tried to sit up there on that fake throne with that fake ass light and everything, like he telling you something. But your high priestess is to stop that. It's here to stop that. I'm here to tell you what's right. I'm here to show you the true light. The true light. Your last card. 6 of coins. See how you here to lead? Look at, they already asking for your assistance. Look, he's on his knees. He's begging you for a coin. Look at you. You already a king. Look at you. Look at you. Look, you're a prince. You're the prince now. You already got the goods. You already got the gold. Look at them. They asking you for help. How you gonna do this in school? How are you going to help those that are down and out in school? How you gonna do that? How are you gonna do your princely duties? Look at that prince. Look at that prince, got the golden coins. Only you know where they at. They got to follow you to get them. Only you know where they are. They got to follow you to get them. How you going to do that if you in school? Because they can't afford school. They can't afford to follow you there. You have a job to do. You have a job to do. You have a job that you have to do. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's telling me to get... These cards ain't through with you yet. It's telling me to give you 8 more cards. 8 more cards. Shanovi, $25. 1 question, 2 for 50. 25 for 1, 2 for 50. And we are doing Miss Cleo cards tonight. We are doing Miss Cleo cards tonight. Jay said, oh man, yep, oh man, you about to get 8 more. Get ready, baby. You about to get 8 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You ready? The Hermit. This is you right now. This is you right now. You don't know what to do. You the hermit. You sit. Look at you sulking. Look at you sulking because you're trying to decide. You don't know what your true path is. That's why you came here. You like, what should I do? You like, I need some direction. This is you. You're like, man, I got to think about this. You like, I'm torn. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of Cups. Look at how sad he is. You're not as sad. Look, you can't lead with 4 cups. Look at how sad he is. You looking like, what am I gonna do? This is what you thinking now. You look, go back to the Hermit. You're soaking because you undecisive. And then look, so now since you're undecisive, you only got 4 cups. And you look at your face. You're like, what am I going to do? How am I going to lead? Remember when you had them 6 cups, you was able to leave a trail. But now you're like, what am I going to do? You got 1 in your hand. You don't even know where to start. You on your knees asking for direction. Where you at? You came here asking for direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. He said, wow. Wow. Knight of the Staffs. Knight of the Staffs. Look, that knight, he's giving you direction. Look at him. He at the foot of the boat. He at the foot of the boat looking for direction. Trying to see which way to go. Look how he stands strong. He stands strong. He's in charge. Very powerful. Very powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Look, you can only carry 3. You can only carry 3. You dropped 2. And look where you dropped them at. You dropped them next to somebody else, and you looking back. And you looking back and to see if they gonna grab them. You looking back to see if they gonna be supportive. Because you can only carry so much. You can only hold on so much. And look at what they're doing. They ain't even thinking about the swords. They thinking this one praying to God. This one's praying to God. Look at this one. This one is up washing their hands. They're getting spiritually clean. This one is getting spiritually clean. And this one up here is praying to the highest God there is. And you figuring out how you going to carry these swords because you got all this on your shoulders and on your back. And you left 2 behind. 4. It's getting heavier and heavier. Ooh, Jay, it's getting heavy. Look at you. Look. 9 of Swords. Look at you. You can't even stand up. You can't even stand up. You got so much weighing on you. It went from the 5, you dropping sword, you trying to carry it because you're trying to be strong and you trying to carry that weight, but you got so many. You guys, it's so much on your back, it made you fall to your knees. So much on you made you fall to your knees. 3. Justice. Justice. This is what we all want. That's why we need you. We need you we got enough doctors. We got enough nurses. We need somebody that is going to give the people justice. Look how he look. He wants somebody to pay for that. Look at what he got. He's holding in his hand the sword sitting off to the side. He ain't even holding on to the sword or got the sword to protect him. He got his paper for his notes and everything, and then he's got it's a bird on one of the weights the weight things, and then it's some other little thing that's on the other one. And he wants justice because look what it turned him into. And he can't get justice. He can't find justice without the leader. You can't get justice for what you're going through and what you this is a man that been turned into a bird, and there is no justice. He needs his priests. He needs his king. Can't do that if you in school. Because this is what you're led to do. There is a calling. You're a leader. You have to lead them. You have to show them. You have to help them to protect them. He said, wow, wow, wow. 1, 4 of coins. 4 of coins. Look at the 2 coins under his feet. Everything has been taken away. He got to use 2 of them. Remember the other one? He had so many coins that the other person was asking him for one. He was able to give him one. This one, you got to use 2 of them for your shoes. Everything is falling apart. Everything is falling apart. He got the other 2 up here like you're trying to use them for shirts or for to battle, to protect you. And look at the face, misery. Isn't that face is miserable? Last one. Wow. So this reading is basically what will happen if I went to school. Yep. The 8 of Swords. Look, they blocking you. Look, where you gonna go? The 8 swords is blocking you. You on your knees. You in bondage. You're in bondage. What does that mean when you're in bondage? You can't go. You can't do it. You're not allowed to do that. This your last card. Lily said, wow. This is your very last card. And your question to me was, wow. So this reading is basically what will happen if I went to school. It's not allowing you, baby. It's not allowing you. Look, it's blocking you. You got your hands tied behind your back, placed behind your back. You can't get through. Because that's not what you meant. If it was meant for you to ease through or seep through, you know what would have been happened in this card? Though it would have been an opening. It would have been 4 swords over here, and it would have been 4 swords over here, and there would have been an opening, and you would have been at least able to crawl through. Here, you're bound. You're bound. You're not allowed to go. That devil was trying to trick you. That devil's trying to. That's why I said 8 more cards. You see how the cards made me give you 8 more cards, because that devil was trying to trick you. That's not what he really wants to do. Exactly. Because Lily, we already know what it is for him to do, what he's led to do. JD said this was very deep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one went real deep. This one went real deep. They tried the ancestors, your angels, everybody is trying to keep you on the right track. On the right track. Because you're going to be needed. You're needed. You're needed. I was watching last night. I watched 2 movies. I watched, one was the bird flu, and the other one was the virus or something. I watched both of these movies. And in these movies, it was showing how everybody was attracting everybody, like how quickly all of this was passing through these viruses and these germs, and how people were dying magnitude. No one led them. They was all listening to the wrong things. And then I just saw recently, did you hear? They talking about lifting the mask on certain states. And so where you can take it off altogether. What do you think that means? What do you think that means? They had certain states. Look at these movies. Pay attention. They had certain states that they only told certain things. They had the people, the scientists had to go to other states to find out about different things. And they went to one, they went way somewhere, and the whole town died. Everybody in the town was dead. And then you saw the birds, because you know what the birds do. What do the birds do? They feed off of dead carcasses. The birds feed off the dead carcasses, and then they travel to other states and stuff. But they only went to certain different states, and they did certain, and then you heard them talk about, well, we're going to give certain people this vaccine. And the lady is saying, she's saying, but that's not going to be enough. We know that's not going to be, and they're going to need at least 2 shots for it to show him any improvement. You know what the man said? He said, oh, well, we got to deal with we have to deal with the doctors and the nurses first. They can try to keep alive as many people as they can, keep it alive, but we're going to give them the vaccines first. Then they start talking about other states that they were going to pass it off to. California, New York, Chicago. This is what they're doing now. They're telling them, we're going to lift the mask. And you dummies is going to walk out there and y'all ain't going to wear y'all masks because they told y'all the shit was gone. The shit ain't gone. How you think it's gone when you still got people coughing and getting sick and going to the hospital and coming down with fevers and all this stuff? That shit is not gone. People are still dying. Keep your damn mask on your face. Keep your damn hand sanitizers and your alcohol. Keep that shit with you. Because it's not gone. They are playing pigeon. Okay? They are playing pigeon. They trying to see, okay, if we lift it over here, let's see how many people gonna die. How's they timing it? It's all, honey, you are nothing but a guinea pig. You are nothing but a guinea pig. So that's right, killing us off. We're gonna lift it over here in this part of the world and see how many die off here. And then they're gonna take, because they know what they gave you. They know who they gave what shots to who. They know which amount of people. You don't think they got you categorized, baby? They got you categorized by age. They got you categorized by sex. They got you categorized religion. They got you categorized by everything. They know that this person is a male, black, 22-year-old that is a Christian that got because remember, some of us don't get these medicines and these shots and these stuff because of our religion. They got you categorized. So when they see that they didn't gave you, let's say, the Moderna shot or the Johnson & Johnson shot, JD said, yep, facts. They know, okay, he didn't get sick. He was 1 mile away from the Caucasian person who's 23 years old, okay, similar background, but this person got sick and this person died. What was the difference? And he got a similar shot. You are a guinea pig. Stop listening to these people and listen to your own intuition. Jay, this is why you are needed. We got enough doctors, baby. We got enough nurses. We got enough medical field. We need some people with some smarts. We need some people with some education. It's too many fucking dummies out here. It's too many fucking dummies. They all on the internet. They all out where you work at. They all out. We need some smart people to lead other smart people that just like in limbo. You know how you got that other person, they smart and they know how to take care of shit and they know numbers and they know, but they just in limbo. That's where you come in. That's where you come in. Exactly. We need the words. We need the leadership. We need the support. Hey, Sarita. This is why. This is why your cards. This is why your cards said what they said to you. This is why your cards said what they said to you. Because y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Nobody is taking heed. Nobody is paying attention. Nobody is understanding our buildings are crumbling. Our lands are falling apart. You know the only people that's getting it? You know the only people that's getting it is those rich white people that's selling off their properties and going and buy land, and they figuring out irrigation. Is that what it is? It's called irrigation, where you learn how to plant shit without dirt, where you learn how to plant certain food. Why you think they doing that? Pay attention. I never forget. I live in Chicago. Jay said, yep, I live in Chicago. Hi, True Life. And I remember when all the rich people wanted the suburbs. Do you guys not remember that? Lily, you probably remember this. Remember when the Bud Billiken and all that shit used to be out south? Then it switched when they wanted the north side. Then shit switched to the north side. Now, guess what? They don't want downtown no more. They don't want this. You know why they want the suburbs back again? They want for the land, you dummies. For the land. These people that had these big, huge $500,000 homes, they selling off their condos. They're selling off their big home. They're going to buy land. And y'all dummies out here buying BMWs. Y'all buying BMWs. Y'all sitting up here trying to buy some nice jewelry and everything. They are buying land. They are taking classes on how to. They ain't in law school. I'm telling you what I know. They not in law school. They not in physician school. They in an irrigation class. They learning how to plant. They're learning how to grow. They're learning. My kids think they laugh at me because I say I'm getting me a tiny fucking house and a piece of land, and I'm gonna be, because when y'all go hungry, did you not see that movie? One of the ladies, when I was watching this movie, she was in her apartment, whole nice little cul-de-sac. She was in her house. She was dying. The daughter said, "Do she got the disease? Did she catch it?" The mother said, "No, she's dying. She was dying of starvation." Are y'all not hearing? She was dying of stuff. There was no food in her house. There was no food. So what you gonna do if you and all you know about is buying shit and going to the store? No, these folks are learning that these rich people that don't know how. See, we learn, black folks, this why learn from your ancestors. The reason you know about hog maw, the reason you know about chitlins, the reason you know about all that, because we was fed scraps and we learned to turn scraps into full dinners. I used to do it on my channel. I used to, when everybody else was doing mukbangs of crab legs and shit, I said, ain't no niggas affording that. We can't afford no shit like that. So I started doing mukbangs on a budget. Y'all remember that? YT? Y'all remember that? I would tell them how much I paid for it, what I bought, and I would make all kind of meals. We would get rice meal, rice and noodles, rice and vegetables, rice and this and that. Because when you came from nothing and you lose everything, you still know how to survive on nothing. Rich people don't. Rich people don't know. You take everything away from them that in their house, they're going to die. They're going to die because they don't know how to make a meal out of nothing. They don't know how. They never learned that. You've been born with a silver spoon. Do you guys not remember Paris Hilton and them when she did the TV show? The broad didn't even know what a Walmart was. She said, "What is Walmart?" Walmart? She didn't even know what Walmart was. How you think she gonna survive? You think she know how to plant a plant? You think she know how to make a leaf grow? I'm telling you. Yes, I have cousins there told me that too. I'm just telling you guys the truth. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all think we went through some stuff. Y'all have not seen you. If you got anybody in the medical field, talk to them, ask them. Say, what's the real deal? Say, what's the real deal? And they gonna tell you. This is why you got doctors quitting. This is why you got nurses. Why they quitting? If everything's okay, why are they quitting? This is why you got firefighters that are leaving their jobs rather than getting them shots. Why is that? Y'all not asking yourself why that is? Why is that? Why is that? Exactly. And you true life and you can live off of egg, rice, and vegetables for the rest of your life. You can live off of egg, rice, and vegetables for the if you got a chicken and all that chick do is lay eggs, you can survive. You can survive. You know how to plant veggies and stuff, you gonna survive. But if you have nothing and you don't know how to grow any, let's pay attention to what these rich people are doing. Remember, there was once upon a time where look, my boss and them, you know what they doing? Everybody is going to real estate. He just got his broker's license. He said, shoot, I'm ready. He said, I could sell you a house today. I could rent you an apartment tomorrow, okay? And if you need a piece of land, I can look that up by lunchtime. There is a reason behind. We the ones doing stupid shit. You get a couple of $1,000, you get a few $1,000, you want to go buy fancy shit. No, take that shit and go get you some land. Get you some classes where you don't learn how to be a farmer, a grower, where you learn how to build shit. Watch these shows. Watch these shows. Look at House Hunters. Y'all remember how when House Hunters even changed? Do y'all remember how when House Hunters you saw them buying big pretty houses? They had on House Hunters. She getting a house. Her budget is $500,000. Their budget is $475,000. You know now what you see on House Hunters? These motherfuckers is buying little bitty houses. They want little houses. They buying land, and even House Hunters have changed. They are no longer getting them big, beautiful, pretty houses. House Hunters has moved to the country. House Hunters has moved out of the city because they know what's going down. They know what's going down. JD said, makes sense. Sarita says they sure. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to warn you. Bree said, come on, Gina. Bree said, Gina, I've been surviving off of what I got. I haven't bought groceries and produce cheap. These folks better quit buying expensive ass vehicles. Buy you a little used car. Yep. And quit trying to stun on these folks. Hey, Tropical said, Miss Gina, I am at work listening. I'm here in the medical field. You are so true. Woo-hoo! Come on now. She said, you are so true on everything you are saying. Teach and teach again, Queen. She is in the medical field. She at the hospital right now. She at the hospital right now, and she just said everything I said was the truth. What did I just say? Just ask somebody in the medical field. I'm telling you guys, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. This is why I keep telling you guys, you got to prepare yourself. Y'all following these people. Y'all following these wrong people. Y'all following them straight into hell. They're going to lead you into hell. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I just told my kids, I said, I'm getting ready. They said, what you getting ready for? I said, this shit is gone. Everything in is gone. I'm getting me a tiny house. I'm getting me a pickup truck, okay? A pickup truck, and I want me a piece of land. And right in the back of my land, I'm going to be growing carrots and greens. I'm going to be growing, honey, you name it, broccoli. I'm going to be growing all kind of stuff, and I'm going to go get me a couple of chicks that's going to lay me some eggs or whatever else. One guy told me, he said, I was watching the show of when you get in your land and things that you should grow. He said he started with rabbits. He said, you know the reason why I started with rabbits? He said, because they make babies like rabbits. And he made him a whole bunch of, and he was making rabbit stew. He had rabbit fiestas. He was getting them for rabbit coats, rabbit furs, rabbit hats, you name it. And that man was making money. Y'all better start paying attention. You better start paying attention. Y'all getting these, if you is lucky enough to get you an income tax check, get together with your family member, get together with your husband or your children, whoever's getting them, and go get y'all some land. Go buy you, hit the realtor, hit the broker up on speed dial. Y'all ain't even ready for this. You ain't gonna never get nobody that you gonna come on here that's gonna educate you. Y'all over here listening to all these mugs argue and talk about mess and all. No, it is time that you guys need to be educated. This is what you need. You need to be educated. This is why we need you, Jay, because it ain't too many of us out here that are going to lead. And the ones that's leading now, they leading bullshit. They not thinking about the health and the safety of people. Exactly. True Life said education is the key. It's the key to survival. True Life. Education is the key to survival. Bree says, Gina, why do you think I didn't go to nursing school, medical school, or any of that? I would have been dead had I messed with these folks in the medical field. People in medicine are not equipped properly. Tropical Punch said, nobody out here will lead me to hell. Come on now, I know better. That's why my house stays stocked with everything, food, medicine, and everything else. Ooh, yes. Let me tell you, Tropical, I was just thinking about that last night. I was like, look, if I needed to go quick, fast, in a hurry, Tropical, if I needed to go quick, guess what? I got so many perishables. We got so many canned goods, not to mention what's in my garage, okay? I got about 6 boxes of canned goods, of dried food and perishables in my garage. I can go, let me tell you something. Every time Walgreens, every time CVS, every time any of them stores have a clearance rack on medication, shit, my kids come over here to get medicines. I got pain medicine. I got cold medicine. I got muscle relaxers. You name it, I'm stocked and bare. I can put all that shit in a backpack and say, come on, let's go. Y'all ready to go? Mom, we got enough, man. And that was another thing that was on that movie. They did not have medicine. People were in pain. One of the guys said to the nurse, he said, do you at least have aspirin? She says, I'm sorry, we don't even have aspirin. This at the hospital. What you gonna do when the hospital run out of pain medicine? She said, I'm sorry, we don't even have aspirin. He said, can she at least get it? He said, my wife is in so much pain. Can you get? She said, we don't have anything, not even aspirin. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Gene, this is move I'm getting ready to make. Is gonna be a big one, okay? Gotta pay attention. Y'all, you gotta get yourself ready. Seriously, shaking my head. No aspirin. No aspirin. They didn't even have aspirin. And imagine, just as Tropical, she was at the hospital when they had do y'all not remember? Just last year, they was telling us not to go to the hospital. They said, we don't have no more room. If you basically not dying, don't come to the hospital. Because they didn't have enough for you. They had enough. They didn't have enough of anything. Tropical said, yes, that's me. I have gloves and hand sanitizer, mask, cleaning goods, and everything. I stay up daily. Wow, no matter. Yep. Y'all better think about that. I'm telling you guys, because I'm telling my people, I want y'all to be prepared for it. And I promise y'all, when shit get locked down, y'all gonna be saying, oh, Miss Gina told us that. Y'all remember that video Miss Gina did? Y'all gonna be like, the queen told us. She told us to stock up on all. Y'all think it wasn't no tissue. That's the least of your problems. Y'all think it was no tissue? That's the least. Don't worry. You can wipe your ass with paper. That's the least of your problem. Try not no medication. Try not having any medication, any pain, nothing for pain, nothing for infections, nothing, because all that shit's gonna be wiped clean. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Tropical Punch said, right, it's still like that now. Stay away from the ER. I think she said meant if you can. The hospital. Stay away from the hospitals if you can. Because I said, I better start trying to stock up. Damn, this stressed me out. I'm just trying to warn you. I want y'all to know, because I watch this. I know people in the medical field, and we got Tropical Punch been in the medical field forever, and she part of the queendom, and she letting you know everything I'm telling you is the truth. It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be chaos. Y'all think it was bad the last time. Y'all stressed. We had women fighting in the stores because it wasn't no goddamn toilet paper. How you think they gonna feel when their families and loved ones are in pain and they can't go to the hospital and there is no aspirin? Guess what? I bet you $50 right now I can go upstairs and get a bottle of aspirin. You want to try me? I put anybody up to, I bet you $50 right now I can go upstairs to my bathroom and get you a bottle of aspirin. And I ain't talking about Tylenol and other. I'm saying a regular bottle of aspirin. I can go upstairs right now in my cabinet and get you a motherfucking bottle of aspirin. How many of y'all can say that? How many of y'all can imagine being in so much pain that you can't even get a small, tiny bottle of aspirin? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You welcome. Tropical say, Cassandra, if it is certain things that you may need, let me know, sis. Yep. Bree says, I work in public safety, people. Please listen to somebody and stock up on groceries, medication, anything you can. Don't be stupid. Tropical said, I have all kinds of medicine. And yep, and you need it. I'm telling you. Tropical, I get any and everything I can. When my kids come to me and say, Mom, I got toothache medicine. I got pain just for your tooth. Anything that Mom, my eye hurt. Okay, I got some eye drops and stuff up in there. Anything, because my kids will tell you, every time we go to the store, I go to clearance. I got back pain pads. I got cream, everything, because I already know if y'all watching the news every day, watch what they say. Pay attention to the things that they say. When they start saying, make it make sense. If they gonna uplift the mask over here in this side of town, why they ain't doing it over here for this side of town? That don't tell you something? That don't wake y'all up to make you think that, damn, they must be experimenting over here and see how things going. Then next they gonna be doing it over here. Then next they gonna be doing it back there. Then next they gonna be doing it up there. I'm telling you, it's a reason. It's a reason for all that. During the pandemic, we couldn't even get basic supplies. Yep. You couldn't. You couldn't even get basic supplies. You couldn't get nothing. People doesn't realize to keep enough medication around the house. I start buying in July of what my kids need if they come down sick during the fall weather. Yep. Yep. I keep goo gobs. Do you hear me? Goo gobs of inhalers and stuff. Because when the hospitals and the doctors' offices was closed down and the doctors was out of town and all this, people was coming to me, Gina, you got any extra inhalers? Because I get them mugs even when we don't need them. Even when we don't need, the doctors be like, you got enough? Nope, I need some more. Even when we don't use, nope, I need some more. Guess what? I got EpiPens. How many of y'all got that? How many of y'all got that? I even have Do you know how much them motherfuckers cost for one? Tropical, you better tell them. Do you know how much one EpiPen is? Upwards of $800 for one. For one, I got 6 right now. I got 6 EpiPens right now in my house. You got to start preparing yourself. You got to prepare yourself. They don't care about us. They don't care about us. We gotta take care of us. We have to take care of us. Hey, Jonathan, thank you. Hey, Jeff Pope. Hey, Juju. We got to take care of us. I'm still waiting for beans. I'm still waiting for some beans. Because they don't care. Nope. Tropical say they don't care about us, period. They don't. They don't. We got to make sure that we have everything that we need, that we're going to be good with having. Because they not going to care. And when you get sick and they tell you, and the National Guards come, and the National Guards tell you you can't leave your fucking house under no circumstances, what you gonna do then? There was neighbors that were dying because they didn't have no food. Tell that one lady, her and her daughter, they pulled together and got everybody on their block to pull together their food so that they all could survive together. That's how they had to do in order to survive. Because some people literally had no food in their house. Some had no food at all in their house. So you have to pull together. But when you someone like me, let me tell y'all, do y'all remember the millennium when we went into 2000? Some of you guys probably remember, and they talked about once we hit the year 2000, remember it was 1999, everybody was panicking. They said once we hit the year 2000, it was going to be a worldwide black outage. Do y'all not remember that? They said there was going to be no water. They said there was going to be no power. They had us on. They said you better stock up on water. And let me tell you something. I had a whole bunch of kids in my house. I had so much water and so much canned goods. It wasn't even, we even filled up the bathtubs. We filled up the bathtubs in the house, the sink. I'll never, ever forget this because my daughter, Michaela, was born in 2000. She was born April 11th of 2000. And it was all over the news. They said it's going to be a worldwide power outage. There's not going to be any food. There's not going to be any water. They told, if you're women, children, elderly, they said you better stock up. So we had this for months. They was preparing us this for the whole 1999. They was preparing for this. When I tell you, my kid's father couldn't even believe it. I had closets. Do you hear me? I had closets full of food. You know why? Because a bitch was going to the food pantry every week, twice a week. If they said we can come 3 times a week, I was going 3 times a week, and I was getting everything they was giving me. I had so much canned goods. Oh, my God. I was giving shit away because when it hit, we all sitting waiting. Me, my kid, girl, I got the candles. I got the flashlights. We are all in the living room waiting. 10, 9, 8, waiting, counting down with the news people. 7, 6, waiting in. Closer it got. 5, 4. And I'm telling the kids, y'all ready? I'm telling my older kids, soon as the lights go out, turn on the flashlights. That's the first thing I told them to do. Turn on the flashlights so I can light the candles. So we get down. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Happy New Year. Guess what? The lights never went out. We went outside. There were people outside. We all went outside. The lights nothing went out. I said, go check the water. The kids went and checked the water. The water was still running. Everything and this is y'all people, y'all country. They hyped us up. They scared the shit out of us for months. If you think I'm lying, go back and Google it. Go back and Google New Year's of 1999, where they talked about the worldwide power outage, no food, no. They was like we was gonna be destitute for a while because they was saying they didn't know when they was gonna get this shit back going and everything. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing went out. Nothing turned off. Everything was working. We were like, so this is why you can't. The government, they're gonna all tell you what they want you to know. They're gonna scare you to doing stuff. They made a lot of money. Yes, it's a form of control. Do you know how much money they made off of people that was buying gallons and gallons and gallons and cases and cases and cases of water? Those folks, those families that didn't get handouts, that couldn't go, that had to spend out their pockets for canned goods and non-perishables and all. Do you know they spent millions and millions and millions of dollars? This is what they do. They train us. They tell you what they want to tell you. They scare you how they want to scare you. And they made millions. Yep, JD. They made millions. Bree said, I remember that. Have self-defense supplies as well, cause crime is gonna go up. Yep. I remember that power was supposed to go out. I know you do. A lot of people, we were staying glued. We were glued to our TV. Everybody that was I remember when I called my mom and them in Atlanta, and I was like, did y'all power go out? Because remember, they're ahead of us. I'm like, did y'all power go out? They was like, no. I said, y'all good out there? They was like, yeah. We waiting for hours to go out. Waiting for hours to go out. Nothing went out. I was pregnant. Michaela was not born till April of 2000. Okay? Michaela wasn't born till April of 2000. So I had to make sure that I had everything that was right. Because I didn't know if I was going to have, I said, damn, I'm going to have this baby here. I had no idea. I didn't know if anybody would be able to get to me. I had all kind of medical supplies. I had all kind of stuff for the baby. I went out and bought the clamp. I got the clamp for the umbilical cord. I had all that because I was waiting because I didn't know. They were saying that when everything went out, that we were gonna be months before anybody got to us. They were saying you had to make sure you had water. They didn't know when the people was gonna be able to get out to you. Make sure you had food or anything. All I knew was when I had that baby, it was gonna be me and a prayer, and the rest of those kids that was gonna have to help me. That's all I knew. And Michaela was born April 11th of 2000. And when I did go in labor and they called the ambulance, they had to cut my clothes off of me right in front of my house. She was coming that fast. They had to cut my clothes off of me right in front of the house to deliver her. Why I put on pants, I don't even know, but they had to cut the pants off. This is what I am telling you. Chicago boy fatally shot by 16-year-old. But again, it was all the government that hyped all of this up for us. Hyped all of this up for us to go buy shit. Man, let me tell you something. I never had so much toilet paper and shit in my life. We had toilet paper that probably last us a whole year. I don't think I bought toilet paper. When I tell you I was stocked up, mind you, y'all got to understand that, shoot, back then let's see, Michaela is the 5th, 6, 7, 8. Michaela is the 5th. She was the 5th kid. So she was number 5. Yeah, I had Tracy, Kia, Sydney, Christian, Michaela. Yep. Michaela was the fifth. She was my fifth child. So I had to make sure y'all got, I got 9. So y'all got to cut me a break. I got to count. But I literally had to make sure that everybody, I had enough food and stuff for everybody, because who gonna be bringing food out to us? Who gonna be trying to help us? I'm thinking about I'm going on everything that the government said. I'm watching the news. I'm listening to everything. I'm making sure I got enough tissue. I'm making sure I got enough diapers. I'm making sure I got enough food. I'm making sure we got enough water. I'm literally making sure that we had everything that we needed, everything that we needed, because I already knew what, if everything did go out and go down, wasn't nobody gonna come out there. I already knew that. Because Cassandra said, I remember that the power was supposed to go out. Bree says, ladies also have your feminine products as well. Yep. Women out here free bleeding because they can't find feminine products either. Yes. Yes. Yep. You are so right. Yep. Yep. When I tell you I was stacking up on all that, I was stacking up on all that. The year 2000, I'll never forget that. I never forget that. And we was preparing for, I think I was preparing for that actually that last 6 months. Because everybody was talking about, they was talking about the millennium. They was all talking, and the kids was talking about in school, ooh, we going into 2000 and it's going to be like that. And my teacher said such and such and this going to happen. I'm like, your teacher said it too. My kids would come home and say they school talked about it. They're like, Mom, we ain't going to have no school because school's going to be shut down. Our teachers and them already. I'm like, what? So we all believed this. We all thought, damn, you're not going to have nothing. Like everything's going to be like shut down, closed down. But I could tell you this, they made a lot of money that year. They made a lot of money. They made a hell of a lot of money that year. Hey, Donetta. How you doing, love? Hi, Joel. Hi, Bella. They made a lot of money that year. So now I'm just telling you this, honey. Look, if you know somebody that's in, talk to them. If you know somebody that is a fireman, a police officer, talk to all the first responders is gonna know immediately. I'm blessed, love. They're gonna all know. I mean, like my daughter, she works for the airlines. She knows a lot of stuff that we don't know because they have to tell them. They have to let them know certain things, as because she's, an airline stewardess. My kid's aunt, my kid's auntie, she is a Chicago police detective. So, I mean, we can find some things out because of her. Because anybody that's a first responder is gonna know things first. Know that. Remember that. If you got people that are in your family that is a first responder, they're gonna know things first and foremost before we do. We gonna get the tail end of the stick, and we most likely we gonna be lied to. We ain't gonna get the truth. We're not gonna get the truth. Wow, this opened my eyes. Jay said, "Yeah." I told a friend of mine's. He's just like you, Jay, and he, especially with being a physician assistant. Yep. He said to me, he's like, Gina, I don't. He says, I don't know why I'm having these dreams. He said, I don't know why. He said, even the pastor at my church coming to me for advice. He said, everybody's coming to me. He said, I don't understand why they all come. And I said, because you're a leader. I said, you're a leader. You're God is already preparing you for what you're supposed to do when all of this ends. They coming to you, I said, because he knows in his spirit that you're a leader. And he was like, I think you're right. I said the dreams, everything that you're having is things that you need to do. It's those of us that are leaders, and there's those of us that are followers. You either gonna follow a true leader, or you're gonna either follow these dummies, and you're gonna fall into hell, into sanctum. So the choice is gonna be yours. But God who gives his leaders the powers. Just like Jay, there's things that you know, and things that I've spoken to our other viewers that have the gift. There's things that you know. There's things that I know. I was speaking to one lady earlier, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah. I said, I don't know, man. She was talking about how she's a dreamer, and I said, well, I don't know if you can speak to the dead, but I can speak to the dead. She said, no, I can't do that. She said, but she does dream things, and it happens. And she was saying that her daughter and stuff was the same way and everything. She was like, man, is that a gift? And I was like, yes, it's a gift. All of us that have these gifts, we're going to form together as one, because it's going to make us stronger so that we're able to lead women and children and all of those that we need to lead into the heavens. And then you're going to have all these ones that want to be smart and think they know it. No, follow me. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to drown, or they're going to burn, or they're going to get crushed. It's one or two. It's one of the three. What happens to the world? Parts of the world floods, drowns. What's going on now? Parts of the world floods, drown. Parts of the world is on fire, burning down. And what's happened to the other part? Buildings and things, the earth is falling in. Buildings that's supposed to be strong to handle they're caving in. Other buildings is dropping for no reason. So those people is going to be one of the three, because you're going to get a lot of them. You're going to get millions. Believe me what I say. It's going to happen like it happened before. Jay said makes a lot of sense. It's going to happen just like in your Bible. You're going to get thousands and thousands of people that's going to follow these dummies, and they're going to die. You're going to get very little people, very few, because just like now, you see my numbers be small. Look, I ain't got but 9 thumbs up. 5 people on here. I got 3 on Facebook. Ain't nobody over here on TikTok. Come on now. Bigo is 76 over here. Thank you, Donetta. Thank you, love. Donetta, the only one giving me hearts. So you get very limited people that will follow genuine people, that is real, that is honest, that is forthright. And then who the rest of them follow? They follow them fools. They follow them fools. They follow them dummies. How do you think it's going to be the last days? They're going to do the same thing. They're going to be over here. See, all of us that knows what's up, us that are dreamers, we're going to already have premonitions of where we're supposed to go. I can tell you right now. We're going to be led to a mountain. We're going to be led to a mountain. I promise you guys, y'all going to be dreaming it. Y'all going to be like, damn, she was right. We're going to be led. I was just told this. We're going to be led to a mountain. And people going to be, bitch, you a mountain? Goddamn mountains caving in and this and that and everything. No, we're going to be led into a mountain. That's what, because everybody got to have a meetup spot. You got to have a meeting point, a meetup spot. And then from there, God tells you, or tell your ancestors, or tell whoever what it is to tell you. So those who are going to be able to speak directly to God, we're going to meet up at that mountain. And then from there, we're going to be told what we need to do. And everybody else is going to die. They're going to die from floods, fires, and getting crushed. Jesus have always had a smaller crowd than Satan. Always. Come on, Tropical. Come on. And that's what's going to happen. Everybody else is going to be, I'm telling you, families is going to break up. Families is going to break up because husbands is going to be wanting to go with the devil, and mothers is going to be like, no, I feel it over here. I'm taking my kids and I'm going. Families are going to break up. You're going to have children, that those children that's following your children that you can't tell nothing, that son that you can never tell anything, that daughter that you can't never tell anything. You're going to have some of them that's going to follow Satan, and you're going to have some of them that's going to turn around. You're going to have some of them that just the very sight of seeing walls drop for no apparent reason, fires start. Miss Donetta say, amen, I believe. She said, right. Miss Donetta, I'm just sharing the truth. I'm just sharing the truth. I'm trying to share my gift with those. That's the truth. Okay, people is not gonna understand. People's not gonna. You think you seeing fighting and blasphemous and backstabbing? You ain't seen shit yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. You think you talking about looting stuff? People gonna be looting all the wrong shit. Just like in that movie, that guy went and stole and went in that store and went and stole that money out of that machine, and his friends say, he say, what the hell you gonna do with that? Wipe your ass with it? He said, what you talking about? We got money. He say, look around. This is the answer. He say, look around. What the fuck you think you gonna do with that? And the dude just took all the money and threw it up in the air because he knew it wasn't nothing he was gonna be able to do. What are you gonna be able to buy? What are you gonna be able to buy? You can't buy shit. Money is not gonna be worth anything. Folks gonna be breaking in the banks. They gonna be going in the store. All the dummies, because the smart people, you know what we gonna be taking? Guns, bullets, medical supplies. Us that's smart, because we're gonna know what we're gonna need to survive. We want guns, bullets, medical supplies, non-perishables. You better pay attention to The Walking Dead. A lot of these movies have meanings. They have facts. They have facts in them. You get snippets of different. I was looking at that movie called, what was it called? The Flu. It said based on actual events. I was watching it on Amazon Prime. I was watching it last night. It said based on actual events. Come on now. Heaven is a prepared place for prepared people. We have to get prepared to meet Jesus real soon. Yep. Everything is happening just like in the Bible. What it's called, the flu. Yep. And the other one was called bird flu, one was called the flu, and the other one's called the virus. You got to get prepared. God has said, and when we run amok, do you not remember? This happened way back when. We ran amok. And he destroyed the earth. Because everybody was just fornicating. Everybody was just being disrespectful. Nobody cared about women and children. There was no respect. They didn't care about marriage. And he got tired. Every day, it was fornication. Every day, it was orgies going on. Every day, people was just running amok all around, and he destroyed it. And then he made the earth fresh again. And then what we do again? What we doing again? We're destroying it again. Disease is running rampant. Why is disease running? See, who watches What Would You Do? That TV show, that 2020 series. What would you do? Did you not watch the other TV series show where they did the experiments on Let's see how dirty your elevators are. Let's see how dirty. Remember that? It was on 20. And guess what they found 90% of the time? Fecal matter. Tropical Punch says, speak and teach, Queen. I'm trying. I'm trying, Tropical. They found fecal matter. Do you know what get us sick? I got somebody from the hospital right now. Fecal matter in urine transports diseases. That's how you get all of these viruses. When you wash your hands, you didn't wipe your ass, and you got feces and shit on there and urine, then you go and touch the elevator button. Now you transferred it to the elevator. Now when that other person gets in, they transfer it. Then another person gets in and they go transfer it to someone else. Then that person goes and shakes somebody else's hand, then they got it. The kid goes and grabs that donut out the bottom. Now that kid then spreaded it on. This is They did this test on elevators. They did this test on schools. They did this test in the work, and they even did it in hospitals. One of the places that you would think would be the cleanest place ever. They did it. You think I'm lying? Look it up. JD said, Google it. Google the 2020 experiment. I'm telling you guys what I know. This shit. See, if you was somebody that's been doing this, that's why a lot of us, especially as Black folks, we wasn't shocked and we wasn't horrified to run into the disinfectant wipes, bleach. You know why? Because we do that shit on a monthly basis anyway. If you somebody like me that have children and had children forever, we every month we buy a month supply of bleach, a month supply of dish detergent, a month supply of disinfectant wipes. These are things I had to buy to keep my house sanitized anyway, because I was always throwing away diapers and shit. Bree says, E. coli of most viruses and bacteria. I was a biology mate. Come on now, you better tell them. Come on now, you better tell them. And guess what? It hasn't changed, because you still got nasty, still touching all kinds of shit. They was grabbing folks. How many of you wash down your cell phones and stuff? There were people, they just said, give me your phones. They said, give me your phones. And they were testing their cell phones, and it was all over their cell phones. Jenny, you know how smart I am, mama. I already know, Bree. This is the reason why we're not going to get through this, because everybody is not following the rules. You still got millions of people that don't even think that this is a real virus. Got folks that don't believe, oh, that ain't no virus, that ain't no sick, that ain't nothing. So they already, you already got to fight them to wear their mask and to put their stuff on. No, honey, you very smart. That you say that think you stupid, they stupid. They stupid for thinking that, because you very smart. I could tell you not stupid, okay? Shoo. Bree is very smart. It is time to make a change. I don't care where you at. I don't care what part of the state or the country you live in. Keep wearing your mask. I don't care what the fuck they say. It's not over. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't no numbers change. Keep wearing your mask. Keep using your hand sanitizer stuff. Keep using your disinfectant wipes and everything. Keep doing what you need to keep you safe and healthy. Because we have not seen nothing yet. We haven't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. See, people got to wake up in order for this pandemic to correct itself, unless you want a world full of dead people. Exactly. And they already, Remember what happened? Remember, it was truckloads and truckloads of dead people. They didn't know where to put them. And on that movie that I was telling you about, Cassandra, this is what they did. They dug a big crater. They dug a big crater in some site at some. It was nothing. It was a grave site. It was a great. They had truckloads that came, and this is what shook me up, Cassandra. This what shook me up. All the bodies was wrapped in plastic bags and stuff, and they showed little bodies. You saw little bitty babies that was wrapped up. When that truck door opened, they opened the truck door. The so all the bodies could go down in this crater. And then you saw two other guys that was in suits, that was in hazmat suits, that was walking around in this field of thousands and thousands and thousands of dead bodies. When I tell you that it shook me, I had to get up and turn my bedroom light on after seeing that. When they saw that, hi, Weak Toast. West Coast. I'm sorry. Hi, West Coast. Hello, I'm new to your live. Well, welcome, love. Please, please, thumbs up, share this video, and welcome. Oh, yes, it was very sad. I need to see this, mama. Which one this was this one. This was bird flu. That was that one. Oh, it's on Prime, Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. Yep. I was wow. And at the end of it, I didn't even like how it went off. At the end of it was when they was when they flew to that African town, and everybody in the town was dead. Everybody. Every single person that was there had died. Every single person. And the guy says, the girl said, she said, everybody can't be dead. This is what she said. She said they all can't be dead. And the lady said, sadly, that this is just the beginning. And then you saw the birds. That's why they called it bird flu. I couldn't get it. I'm like, why are they calling it? I ain't seen a bird nowhere. So at the end, you saw all the birds flying away, and because the birds had been feeding on the carcasses. So when you feed, what happens when you feed on a contaminated body? The birds get it, and then they go and transmit it somewhere else. So you saw all thousands of birds flying up in the air, and that's how it went off. That's how it went off. Hey, Stephanie. Gina, do you remember when they showed the Brooklyn Hospital Center in New York? Yep, at the beginning of the pandemic, and they were loading bodies into refrigerated trucks, and the people had on hazmat suits. Yes, and look, not only that, Bree, remember it got so bad, they was calling 18 refrigerated trucks. Remember that? They didn't even have any more refrigerated trucks because they didn't have enough of them. They started getting private truck drivers, and they were using their trucks. And the nurses, if you saw, the nurses was so overworked. The nurses was crying, and they were saying they had no place to put the bodies. So they was putting the bodies onto regular trucks, and they were decomposing because they had no more refrigerated trucks to put them in. Folks was dying by the minute. Yes. The fucking hazmat suit should have been a damn warning that this shit is fucking deadly. Yep. And like Tropical say, they still telling us. Don't come to the hospital. If you ain't damn near dying, if you ain't there, look, even if you're damn near dying, you don't want to go to them hospitals. I'm telling you. You don't want to go to them hospitals if you don't have to. It's bad enough if you stay in a nice area and you get to go to a pretty decent hospital. But can you imagine, like the county, those county hospitals, UIC? Mm-mm. It's crazy. When are people gonna wake the fuck up? You would have thought, Bree, they would have woke up when they saw all these dead bodies, when they saw people just, they loved ones, healthy as an ox, dying. You would have think that that would have woke some people up. And no, and it still didn't wake folks up. They still didn't pay attention. Hey, Pops Henderson. Hey, K Possible. Hey, Smokes to Brooklyn. Hi, 808-665-798. How you guys doing? It's crazy. It is so crazy. Let me turn this off. Oops. It's crazy. But this is the reason why I share and I try to share everything that I could share, because it's going to be a point that we ain't going to have time to share nothing. And people going to be like, what the fuck is going on? What do I do? How do I, which way do I go? If you can't tell, I'm a little pissed off with America right now. Yep, I'm with you. And in what's worse, Bree, they still lying to us. They are still lying to us. This is the reason why we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do for us, because they don't care. They don't care. We got to do what we got to do. We got to help protect us. We got to help. We got to look out for us. We got to make sure we have the things that we have and that we need. And that's the reason why I think about me. Every time I go to the store, my kids even say, Mom, why are you getting that? We don't need that. I'm like, you don't never know when we might need it. I'm getting it anyway. And I get it. And then, and what be so funny is, Sarita, is when they come in, Ma, I got a headache. You got some pain medicine? My son, Ma, you got something for my throat? Because I'm like, I'm not taking you up to no hospital just for no sore throat. I'm not taking you up to no just because you got a migraine headache. We ain't finna be sitting up there and going through all that. Just no, I'm finna doctor on you right here. My other son came over to visit. He was like, Ma, do you have any inhalers? And I was like, yeah, I got plenty of inhalers. And he needed inhalers. He needed inhalers. He didn't even have any inhalers. So I'm saying, you have to prepare yourself. We got to prepare ourselves, because they ain't going to prepare us, and they are going to lie. Just know that they are going to lie. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want you to know. In order for you to know the truth, you're going to have to know somebody that is a first responder. Remember, you heard that from me. When everything started hitting the fucking ceiling, y'all going to remember the only way you're going to know the truth is by knowing a first responder, because they got to tell them. They got to tell the officers. They got to tell the nurses. They got to tell the doctors. They got to tell the firefighters. Gina, do you know what I'm doing while this live is broadcasting? What you doing? Girl, I'm about to get ready to go. And look, I just talked to Cassandra about all these movies. I'm about to go upstairs and watch. There was gobs of them. Like I said, when I was watching them last night, Literally, Cassandra, when you watch one, like when you watch the bird, another one's gonna come on. Another, it was one after another. Flew this, flew that, bird flew this, but it was one after another, after another, after another. And literally, I was watching them. I'm like, damn, I'll be damn if this ain't what they doing now. I be like, you would see, you get to see where the lies is, and you get to see the bits and pieces of the truth. You get to see the fragments of the truth, and you get to see the lies and shit that they're telling you. Honey, I was just like, okay, okay. Shopping for firearms, shopping for food and food prep supplies in bulk, kitchen supplies in bulk, just bulk. Yes. Yeah, look, I told you, Bree, my kid's dad took my older children. Him and his wife took them today to the gun range to go. He said, "Oh yeah, we going to buy guns, and we going." He's getting prepared. They paying attention. They paying attention. I told him I was mad because I said, "Shit, I should be going with y'all." That's what I told him. I said I should be going with you. Know everybody know I take my kids to the gun range, honey. My 16-year-olds will unload some lead on your ass. You won't know what happened. I told you come the fuck up in here. When I get through unloading on you, they gonna unload on you. You gonna only way you leaving up out of here is toe tagged. That's it. You come through that door and you ain't got no reason. Just like I told that broad that came in my apartment that day. We was moving out. That bitch came in, kicked my table over, and slammed my door. I told that bitch, come back in. I said, come on back in. Because I guarantee you, you won't leave the same way you came. I told that bitch, I will lock you in and beat your motherfucking ass. That hoe knew I wasn't playing. I'm going to call up a bitch, call the police. You got enough nerve to walk up in my house while my children scared the shit out of my children and kick over I said, bitch, walk back. I will walk. I said, walk back up here. I guarantee you. I told her, I promise you, I will lock the motherfucking door on you, bitch, and you will leave toe tagged. And I meant every minute of that. Every minute. I told that bitch, you will be unrecognizable. Your family will have to have a closed casket. Walk the fuck back in my house one more. And I stood by the step waiting for that bitch. I didn't move. I stood because I wanted her to come back in there because I was waiting. Click, click, clank, clank, clank. I wasn't playing. My daughter screamed. I was upstairs. We moving. I was upstairs, Sarita. Sarita said, I don't blame you for saying that. Angel screamed. I run down and said, what? Angel said, Mom, that woman just came. Because I said, what the fuck was that? And Angel said, Mom, that woman came in our house and kicked over the table and slammed the door. What? I said, she came in the house? Angel said, yes, Mom, she came in the house. Oh, I went and cursed that bitch out. She said, y'all making too much noise. Bitch, we moving. This when we was moving into this house. We was moving out of our apartment, Sarita, and we were moving in this house. I said, bitch, I'ma call the police. Call the motherfucking police. But come back in my apartment one more time. I want you to come back in. Because mind you, it's still mine. I ain't gave the keys up. As long as I'm holding on to the keys, that apartment still belongs to me. And you have no business bringing your ass up into my apartment. Oh, she was crazy. Sarita, we had issues with her. I found out later after we moved out, every other tenant that moved in that apartment after we moved in had issues with her. Every other person that moved in had issues with her. But I told that bitch, come on in. This Motel 6, we gonna leave the door open for you. Come on in. I'm gonna leave the light on. And the door, I told her, I said, bitch, I dare you. Come in. Do it again. I said, come on in. I said, because I guarantee you, there is not a jail, a judge, a prison anywhere that will hold me and that will keep me in from beating your motherfucking ass when I get through. That's just and I told her, when I get through with you, I said, because me and my children gonna fuck you up real bad. We gonna fuck you up real bad. And I told her, if I decide to kneecap you, y'all know what that means. If I decide to kneecap your ass, ain't nothing nobody gonna do, because you have no business coming into when you come into my apartment with my children, that you a threat. You a threat. The other police told me that. I love you too, Shar. Officer told me that when my daughter was getting threatened by her boyfriend. He said, just as long as you get him in the house. He said, make sure you. I said, let me tell you something. If he halfway in the doorway and I'm pulling his ass in, that's just what I told him. The cops told me that. He said, just make sure you get him in the house. If he come in, that motherfucker used to sit on our roof because he was stalking my daughter. He would sit on top of our roof and watch us come and go. That was the reason why I went and got a gun card. That was the reason why I went and got a gun. Because I told that motherfucker in the courthouse, come back to my house this time. I got something for you. Come back. His father and them said, you ain't got none shit. I pulled that card out real quick. I pulled that FO out. I said, I got license to carry. Come back to my crib now. I hope his insurance is paid up. That's what I told his parents. I hope y'all got his insurance paid up, because if he come over here on my property now, I ain't got to call you. I ain't got to do shit, but I can protect my family. These motherfuckers is crazy. They think you won't do. See, sometimes you got to get crazy as them. And that's sad to say. Sometimes you got to get as crazy as, because that woman had no business walking up in my apartment because I'm moving out and you mad. You gonna come up in my house and kick over my table, and because we had a little table, a little stand propping open the door. You gonna come in and kick it open and slam my door because you mad because we moving? That's crazy. She wasn't going to be able to walk again after y'all got finished with our ad. Oh no, Sarita, she was not. I was bad. I was hoping she kept threatening to call the police, but she never called them. I was waiting for her to call the police. And every time I went in and out, I was banging on that bitch door. I was banging and I was stumping and jumping. I was doing until we moved the fuck up out of there. And we was moving all night long. I think that bitch had to be, when she was getting up to go to work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I was still moving. We were still moving. We were moving into this house. I was moving into this house because I was so fucking sick of that bitch. When I got the keys to my house, I told the kids, get the fuck up. We moving tonight. That's what I told them. I said I had to work that same day. I was so sick of that bitch that I told my children, I said, get the fuck up. We moving tonight. And we was moving all fucking night. All night I moved. All night. That bitch did not get no sleep. She got no sleep. She got no rest. But I promise you, she didn't come back in my house again, because I promised her. I said, I promise you, bitch, you will check in, but you won't check out. You will check in, but you won't check out. I told her to come back up in, and she was, honey, I will come back. I will do it again. I said, okay, come on. We ain't even got to argue about it. We ain't got to talk about you froggy bitch, jump. You froggy bitch, jump. Because I want to see how far you going to leap. Because I guarantee you your ass ain't going to be able to jump the fuck back up out of here. I promise you that. Next thing would have been on the news. Y'all would have been like, what is that, what the fuck did Miss Gina do? Because I promise you, that bitch would have not left the same way she came. Look, her ass would have been in the hospital. Oh, no. Let's say morgue. Let's say morgue. You wouldn't have been in the hospital. Let's say morgue. Because if anybody come into my house right now that I didn't invite, and you just walk the fuck up in here, I can unload on you. Because I didn't invite you. And if I fear for my life, and you just walk your ass up in my house, and I don't know why, I can unload on you to protect myself and my motherfucking children. That bitch came into my house and walked up in there like she owned it. She walked up in there like she owned. No, bitch, you're not going to get that means that if you come back a second time, because she already came the first time. Exactly, Jay, self-defense. She already came the first time and told me she would do it again the second time. So if you come back the second time, ain't no going to the hospital. Bitch, ain't no going to and I told her that. I said, I dare you. I dare you. Come on. My daughter screamed. Angel screamed for bloody down them stairs. I shot down them stairs like fucking Batman. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck was it? Because I heard the slamming of the door, and I heard when the stand hit the wall. And Angel said, Ma, that woman just came up in here. That woman came up in here and she kicked the stand and she slammed the door. I'm like, what? I said, she came in our house. And Angel said, yeah, oh shit, bitch, what the fuck you do that for? I went banging on that bitch door. She came out on her balcony. I told that bitch, I said, I will fuck you up in several different ways. Come back in my, I will come back. That's what she said. I will come back. Okay, bitch, come on back. I told her I'm gonna leave the door open for you. Come on back. Come on back. I was waiting. Do you understand me? I was waiting. This is the reason why I teach my children. I teach my children safety, but to arm and protect themselves. This is the reason why I teach them this. Especially if something happens to me, they're going to know how to protect themselves. This is the reason why. Me and the twins used to go up to the gun range every other weekend. Every other weekend, me and the twins, I hated when Angel wouldn't be home because I wanted Angel to be there too. And I started telling Angel, you got to be home when we go up to the gun range because I need for you to know what we know. I need for you to know what they know. Oh, she definitely wanted that. She definitely was asking for it. She was definitely asking for it. I'm not playing. I'm not that timid girl that I was back in the day. That's why when somebody be coming, talking, making threats and talking about, oh, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna come and get you. Come on. Come on, Cletus. What they say? On that movie, The Clumps. Come on, Cletus. Come on, come on, Cletus. You gonna walk over here, but you gonna limp back. If you lucky. You gonna walk over here, but you gonna limp back. If you're lucky. If you lucky. You got to show these people you ain't playing. Bree said, I'm about to quit playing with these folks. There is no reason to play anymore. Wake up, people. Damn, all y'all dumb enough to believe what the president is saying. Okay, and he ain't telling y'all nothing that's truthful. Nothing. Yeah, I got my pistol permit during the pandemic, and mama, I'm so happy I did. Look, I'm glad you did too. I don't play. Sarita, I stopped playing when my daughter's boyfriend, I don't even know if you knew, my daughter's ex-boyfriend set my Mercedes truck on fire. Did you hear me? At my house, in my driveway, under where my children sleep. This motherfucker was so mad that not only did he set my Mercedes truck on fire, he set my son's Audi on fire. When they realized that my truck, that not only he set my truck on fire, but he set my son's car on fire too, they was like, oh, don't touch nothing. It looked like something out of a movie scene. They had the arsonists. You saw the fire department. They had everybody over here. This kid had set both of our, yes, this how tick, tick, boom, crazy. This kid, Jay, I used to do Uber. You hear me? I would go to work and come. This kid would be sitting on our roof watching us come and go. The kid moved into the abandoned house behind ours. This how tick, tick, this how crazy people are. He moved in the house behind our, was living in an empty abandoned house. The motherfucker would go up to my children's school and go into the school like he was a student. Like he was a student. My daughter used to have to get chauffeured into school and out of school by security. Sarita, this is the reason why I don't play with motherfuckers. That kid caused me to go get, that was the reason why I went and got a gun card. I went to the gunplay. I was trying to buy me a gun. After our cars were set on fire, he threatened to come and kill us in our sleep. I went to the gun shop and tried to buy me a gun. And the guy said, do you have a gun card? I said, what's that? I got my ID. He said, no, ma'am, you need a FOID card. I said, what's the FOID card? I said, I need a gun today. And I explained to them why. And he said, well, do you know anybody? Do you have it? Someone else can buy it for you, but you need. I said, what do I need to do to get this FOID card? And the dude told me everything it was that I needed to do to get it, and I was on top of this. This happened 5 years ago. This happened 5 years. He was crazy, Jay. He was. Really, that was crazy. That kid was out of it. He already had parents. That was crazy. He had a father that was in and out of jail and was on drugs. He had a mom that bitch was psycho crazy. She was on drugs. The grandmother was trying to take care of him and trying to help him out, but she couldn't control him. And he just wound up getting crazy when my daughter was like, this is too much, when he called himself trying to jump on her. And I was like, this is what you're not gonna do. And I was calling the police. When I tell you, I was calling the police so fucking much. They was coming out so much that when I walked into the police station, the dispatcher said she was coming out. You know how you leave when it's your turn, when you off the clock? The dispatcher was walking out the door. She said, Mr. James. I said, yeah. She said, you want to know how I know you, don't you? And I said, yeah. She said, because I recognize your voice. I said, huh? She said, because I took all your calls. She said, you called so much, I recognize your voice. The woman knew who I was based from my voice. That's how much they was hearing from me. That's how much I was calling every day. The kid, they put an ankle monitor on. Now, this is how the system works. They put an ankle monitor on him. He let the ankle monitor go dead. And they called me to tell me, oh, make sure you and your daughter, make sure y'all safe and y'all okay, because we don't know where he's at because he let the machine die. They didn't lock him up like they supposed to. If it goes then you don't do what you're supposed to do, they supposed to lock it. They didn't lock you up. They just gave him another chance because he's a kid. But these kids is just as deadly as these adults. So I had to do what I needed to do to protect my family, because I was sleeping at my front door. You see that door? It wasn't this house, but I was sleeping at the front door on the couch with knives and forks and shit up under my pillow, waiting for this motherfucker to come in. Could hardly work. Mm-hmm. He's still alive. We ain't heard from him I moved. I since moved from that area. That kid has no idea where I'm staying. And my daughter has moved like 3 or 4 times since then. But yeah, he was like 17 at the time, 16, 17 at the time. And so they looked at it as he was a kid, but they didn't know this is a dangerous kid. What you gonna do? You gonna wait till this dangerous kid kill one of us? The kid arsoned our cars under my house, right up under where my kids sleep. And even the officers said, we know he did it. We just can't, we just don't have proof. They knew he did it. They said that one detective said when he talked to him and the way he was answering the question, he knew he did it. But he said he didn't admit to it and we don't have proof. That's how he walked. Yep. I went through hell. When I tell you guys, I went through hell with this kid. But I took all that I could take. And when we went back for our last court case, and he kept telling his father was like, I can't stop him. I can't tell him. I said, okay, you can't. I said, okay, I will. I said, I promise you, he show up at my house tonight. He won't be coming back home. The father said, you ain't got no gun. I said, oh, I don't. Oh, let me go in here so I could prove to you. I showed that motherfucker that FOID card. He had nothing else to say. He had nothing else to say. I said, I promise you, I hope his insurance is paid up. Because if he show back up on my property again, he's not leaving the way he came. I said that right in court. I told them that. I said, and I have all rights to defend my family by any means necessary, especially when he set 2 of my cars on fire right up under my house. Right up under my house. Yeah, he walked free. They let him out like he didn't do shit. Yeah. Tropical Punch said, I remember that story from years ago. Yep, you remember that? That kid was stalking my daughter every day. I got no sleep. No sleep. Set my truck on fire, set my son's car on fire. And I was done. I was done after that. So yeah, I'm protecting mines at all costs. I'm not playing with these people. I'm not for the same reason. For the same reason I say I don't argue with people at work. I try to avoid at all costs. I don't get into it with nobody. That's for the same reason. I don't want nobody fucking with me. Don't come fucking with me. I ain't gonna fuck with you. Don't come messing with me and mine, because I ain't gonna come messing with you and yours. But no, we ain't doing that one no more. We are not. And when my truck, after my truck was gone, that's when I wound up getting my car. I got another Mercedes. I had got my car. I called her Black Beauty. I named her Black Beauty. She was gorgeous, you guys. She was gorgeous. And that one got totaled. It got totaled when I was in a car accident. And then after that, that's when my sister died. And I was just like, okay, enough is enough. You was gonna light his little ass up with that. Oh, Sarita, you don't even know. You don't even know. Look, at the time, the officer said to me, just make sure you get him in the house. He come in your house, you at all. The officer he said, I promise you'll be out by lunch. That's what he told me. He said, if he come here tonight, he said, I promise you'll be out by lunchtime. Because he has no being. The kid he was on our roof, climbing through our windows, and stuff. He was coming, we wasn't there. So he was like coming and doing whatever he wanted. And then he was living in that. Every time they would go try to circle around and try to find, they could never find him. Well, one day they decided, after the fire, they decided to do a sweep. And when they did the sweep, they found out he was living in the vacant house behind us. He was living in the vacant house behind us. Also, he can get to my daughter every day. So he can get to my daughter. The bus driver would have to wait. They went in the house one day and heard him in the house and ran back out and ran back into the bus driver's van. And the bus driver, she had to call the police. And they called the police, and the police came and they went through the whole house and everything. And by that time, he had left. But when I tell you this kid, man, I couldn't work. It was horrible. It's just horrible to live that way. It's horrible to live in fear. It's horrible, especially when you're the mother and you're head of the household and you got to keep your family safe. And then you got this idiot talking about he gonna wait till we go to sleep to kill us and all that stuff. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And I couldn't wait to leave. And so I moved out. And then once we moved, of course, I didn't leave no forwarding address or nothing. So he didn't know where we were. I didn't take Kayla with me. So she didn't move with us. And that's what we want. But they still had to protect her at school because he would show up. That was the only thing he knew was her school. He knew what school she went to until she transferred. Yeah. That was it. So you just have to be safe, be careful. He was supposed to be charged as an adult, all these crimes he committed. Bree, his coach was showing up. The coach was showing up at court. The coach paid his bail. Now you tell me what kind of shit is that? The coach paid his bail and said to them that he's a good kid and he would even have him watch his kids. Motherfucker, something wrong with you too. Something wrong with you too, because this don't make no sense. And the police wouldn't do nothing during that time. The only thing they did, Sarita, was what they did. If they came out and they caught, they tried to catch him, by the time he come, they would leave. They would write up the report. Back and forth. It was that kind of shit, He was there. I call the police. By the time the police get there, he's gone. Sometimes I would come home from work and I would see him sitting. One day I came home out from doing Uber. I got home about maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Pouring down, raining outside. I'm talking about pouring down, not no raining, cats and dogs. This motherfucker was sitting on the ground. You hear me? Sitting on the ground in front of my house. I didn't even want to get out the car because I didn't know what he would do at that time. I didn't know what he would do. And my gun was in the house. It wasn't on me. I didn't have it with me when I would, drive around driving Uber. I didn't have it. So I was scared to get out the car. So I called the police. By the time the police get there, he runs through the back. They can't find him. But they wrote up the report and everything again. And it really wasn't much they could do. No, those people was, that's why I say these people that are tick crazy, these folks that's tick crazy, it's no communicating. It's no conversating with crazy. You can't talk to crazy. Sitting in front of you. No, not sitting in front of my door. Sarita, if he was sitting in front of he was sitting out on the sidewalk in front of the house. If he was sitting in front of the door, I could have said, okay, he's sitting in front of the door. He went, no, this idiot was out in the rain, sitting on the ground, out in the rain, on the sidewalk in front. It's pouring down. I'm talking about, I got my windshield wipers going back and forth, and he's sitting down there, and he looking at me, and I'm looking at him. He looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, damn. I don't got my gun. I don't got my gun. It's in the house. So only thing I can do is call the police. So I called the police, told them again, this kid is back over at my house. They said, where is he? Where is he? I said, he's sitting in front of the house on the sidewalk right now. I'm looking at him as we speak. By the time they come and they hear, he hears the police lights and sees the lights and everything, he runs to the back of the house. And I tell them he runs to the back of the house. So they go one way, another car goes another way, but they could never find him. It wasn't until the arson that when they decided to do a sweep, that's when because that's serious. When not one car, but when you burn up 2 cars at somebody's home, like they took that. When I tell you they was investigating everybody, Sarita, they was even looking for my husband. I was going to say ex-husband, but the motherfucker, he ain't my ex. But they was even looking for him. They was like, where do your husband stay? I was like, he on the west side of Chicago. I ain't seen him in years. They even went, honey, they was what you get into it with anybody. They was like anybody else. They take that police, detectives, and they don't play about that arson shit. And when they saw that my truck was on fire and my son's car was on fire, they was not playing. They was not playing with that. They was not playing with that. So when they decided to do a sweep, that means they go from house to house to house. They check every single house. And that's how they found out he was living in the house right behind us. Right behind us, he was living in the house. Yeah. Right behind us, he was living in that house. And I was just like, and I just had enough. I just had enough. I was like, enough is enough. Right, that's what I'm saying on the sidewalk. Yeah, on the sidewalk. Yeah. Yep. Crazy. But I knew like he had to have had like a bunch of mental issues. Really, your husband didn't have nothing to do with it. That child was dangerous. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they knew. My husband, and I knew it wasn't him. I'm going to tell you why. Because when I moved into that house, my husband had no idea where I was staying. He didn't know where I was living. He didn't know I had moved out of the city. So he had no idea. And I told them, I was like, and they was like, no, we still want his location. They was like, no, we still. So I had his, because the last I knew, my husband was still staying with his mother. And so I gave them all of his mother's, but he had since then moved in with a girlfriend or whatever. But I knew he didn't have nothing to do with that. I knew that. I knew he didn't have nothing to do with that. I knew it was that crazy kid. So they checked him, and then it was this one girl that, thank you, Soap and Wash, who was a friend of mine, who she was staying with us, and I asked her to leave. I had asked her because she had originally said, she was like, Gina, I could come and stay there with you. And and I mean, I try to help everybody. So I just, same way I did here, I let her move in with us and everything. And she was supposed to like help me out. Like if I couldn't go pick my daughter up from work, she would go pick her up from work and things like that. Maybe pick the kids up some food or something like that when I couldn't get home on time, because she wasn't paying me any rent. So she wasn't paying me any rent. She wasn't paying me any bills or anything on the bills or anything. And she was working. She was the manager of Sam's Club. And so all she was doing was gonna just help with it. Every time I would get off work, my daughter would call me. I'm like, why? And mind you, Sam's Club here, my daughter worked here. She worked at the Goodwill. So Sam's Club here, the Goodwill was right across the street. All the bra had to do was go across the street, pick my daughter up, and go home. They're going to the same house. My daughter would call me, Mom, I'm still at work. Why you at work? I ain't had no way home. You ain't got no way. Yeah, they stay up here waiting for me. Somebody got hurt. So I'm coming from way from my job from the other side of town, trying to hurry up and go pick my daughter up to go back home. And I'm like, and I would be like, why you didn't pick Kayla up? You right across the street. And she was, oh, I didn't have enough gas. Bitch, you ain't have enough gas to go house free. And I gave you a bedroom. Like, you got your own room, everything. You living here free. And you, girl, Sarita, one night I took all I could take. I came home. The kid, I got off work. I worked the late shift. And I think I got home about 1 a.m. I said, did y'all eat? They said, no. I said, y'all didn't eat anything? They was like, no. I said, did she eat? They was like, oh, yeah, she ordered her something. So you mean to tell me you're in my house, but you ain't going to feed my kids? You could have put them a pizza in the oven. You could have even called me and said, Gina, can you send me like $20, $30 so I could order? I'm about to order me some food. Can you send me a few dollars so I could order the kids some food? So I would have respected her if she did that. But you're going to eat. You're going to feed yourself, but you ain't going to feed my kids. So I said, okay. So I got up. I fed my children because they go first. I fed my kids. I gave them a bath and everything. By this time, it's going on about 2 a.m. I went and knocked on that door and woke that bitch up. I said to her, hi, Lisa. I said to her, this ain't working out. She said, huh? I said, this not working out. I said, I didn't let you come and stay here to take on another kid. I'm paying extra bills. I'm paying extra stuff. You don't pay rent here, and you don't even help me with my kids. And you initially said, Gina, I can help you with the children. And this, and then she said, so what, you want me to leave tonight? I said, that be that. And can I have my keys? And I got my keys from her, and I put her ass out that night. Advantage of somebody that allows you to come and stay with them and look out for them, look out for you. You ain't paying no bills or nothing. You mean to tell me you work? I could see if you worked on this side of town and maybe my daughter worked over there. I could see why maybe you not wanting to come in. But bitch, you work here and she worked right across the street. You mean to tell me you can't go pick her up and y'all going to the same house? You can't do me that solid to go and pick up my daughter from work and then y'all go back to the same house, or even when you order you something, order them something. Like literally, you can't do that. And I was just like, I said, yeah, tonight. I told her, I said, yeah, tonight. Hey. And she took of trying to use you and couldn't help you. Yeah. And that was the reason she was there, Sarita. She was like, oh, Gina, I can help you, with the kids so you don't have so much on you. And I kind of I was like, oh, yeah, that would help me out a lot. Like, when I can't get home from work at time, like she could go pick them up, like she can cook them food, or order them something when or when it got too late. Cause sometimes I'll get home really late. She did none of that. Wow, you should have told her, I don't blame you for standing up to her. I was Sarita, I gave her a whole bunch of chances. But that last time when my daughter was waiting out in the cold and she said no one picked her up. And then on top of that, Sarita, I got home and my kids said they hadn't ate. It's like they said that, and this bitch, you ordered food? Wait a minute. You ordered food, but my kids didn't eat anything. You couldn't even make them a pizza. And they said, no, Mom, we didn't eat. I said, y'all didn't eat nothing? They was like, no, we didn't eat. But she did. I said, she ate. Yeah, she ordered us some Chinese food. Oh, okay. So I did what a mother's supposed to do. I took care of my piece. Hey, Juan. Hey, Jason. I took care of my kids first. I fed them. I bathed them. Make sure they took their baths and stuff. Then told them to go to bed so they can get ready for school the next day. And I woke that bitch up and gave her walking paper. She was like, you want me to leave now? That'll be right. Yeah, tonight. Right. That's low. You laying in some. Let me tell you something. When we stayed with people, Sarita, when I was homeless, and every night you get a friend that'll say, oh, Gina, you can come over here and stay a night, or you can stay, the weekend, or let the kids come and stay the weekend, whatever. My kids was trained. You didn't have to ask them to wash the dishes. They already washed the dishes. You didn't have to ask them to sweep up or clean up after themselves. They already swept and cleaned up after themselves. If we all stayed somewhere together, Sarita, I promise you, we were up by 9 o'clock, folding up the blankets, putting everything up. Nobody ever had to tell us anything. Nobody ever came. We would be up already. And if my kids wanted to go back to sleep, we would go in my van. I would tell them, okay, y'all, when y'all get back in the van, y'all could go back to sleep. But, you can't lay around somebody else's house all day. We were on point. Do you hear me? If I didn't have, Jay, let me tell you, Sarita, if I didn't have $1 to give to them in cash, I went and bought food for the week. And we didn't even stay a week. We stayed 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3. I would go and buy a week's worth of groceries off my link. A week's worth of, and when we left, we didn't take nothing. I never took anything. I left because that's what you do when somebody opens their home for you. They should never have to ask you. They should never have to ask you. I promise you, Sarita and Jay, that was the first time. The second time was here when I allowed somebody to move in my place, trying to help them, and they took advantage of me. And I'm helping them. But we supposed to be helping each other. I'm that type. Let's help each other. You ain't got to pay me rent. If you willing to go and pick my children up for me from work, if you're willing to go and throw a pizza in the oven so that they can eat and stuff, I'm good with that. I'll pay the bills and everything so you can save your money and get on your feet. That's the type of person I am. But you don't think you got over. Don't think you got over. And that's what they think. Exactly. A good heart. Oh, while you was trusting her to help with the kids, she just didn't care to help. No, she did. I didn't say, well, can you? Because I would have just said, bitch, just pay me such and such for rent. You can rent the room out. You know what I'm saying? I would, and you ain't got to do shit for my kids or me. But she said, oh, Gina, if I come there and I stay with you, I can help you with the kids and stuff. So I'm figuring this is a good trade-off. She ain't got to pay me no rent or nothing. You help me with the kids. My other daughter works right across the street from you. So all you got to do is pick her up, drop her off sometimes. And that's it. And I put my other children in the room with the other one just so she can have, I think it was Benjamin that I gave her his room. Benjamin's. Oh, it was your room? Angel, it was Angel room. Angel, where you was at with me? Who was you in the room with? Oh, Kayla. You was with me? Oh, so I knew it was one. So it was. Remember you had the basement. Right, I had the basement. My bed was right across from you. Right. So she came in the room. Angel came in the room with me because I wanted to give her her own room. And so I gave her her own room, and the boys had their rooms, and then Kayla had her own room. And I was downstairs. That's how we did it. And yeah, and she was supposed to be there just helping us out. And nope, she just lived there rent free. Didn't help do nothing. Didn't make sure the kids ate, didn't do nothing. And I was just like, we ain't doing that. Yep. You said that's the least she could have done. Exactly, Cassandra. When you help with the kids, period. Yep. Why people do that when you try to help them out, selfish. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I was like, never again. And I'm like, I'm that person. I don't ask for a lot. Like, you come and stay with me. I clean my own goddamn house. I don't need you to clean my house for me. You come and stay. At the most, I may just want somebody, if my kid's getting off work or something like that, and I'm getting off late, if you're not working, or if you get off work earlier, I may just want you to just go and pick them up and just drop them off or something. If I don't make it home by dinner time, and you about to order dinner, just can you make sure they eat dinner? I'm telling you, I 2, 3, 4 days in a row. 2, 3, 4 days in a row, I would come home and my kids be like, no, y'all ate. And I used to, at this time, I worked at a grocery store, and I brought food home every day. And but it was just the point that I got home late, so they would eat late, and I never wanted them to eat late because they get home. They got to be at school early, so I didn't want them to be I didn't want them up eating late or waiting for me to come in to make them something to eat. I didn't want that, and I just didn't ever understood why, when she ordered her food and stuff, why she couldn't order them some food, why she couldn't call me to say, Gina, send me a couple of dollars so I could get the kids some food. None of that. Why people do that when you try to help them out? Selfish. I know they was glad when you told her to leave. She was lazy. Looked like to me. Yes. So, and let me tell you, my oldest son gonna say, well, didn't she say she was gonna give you something when she got paid? I said, yeah. He said, well, shoot, you should have let us. I said, so I'm gonna let her stay another 3, 4 days. Check. That's what I said. The fuck no. That I'm not that thirsty for money. I'm not that thirsty for money. She can take whatever change it is that she got. Bye-bye. And you can go and leave and go and do what you need to do. I'd rather live by myself. So after that, after the last one here, I was just like, because again, it was not the same. It was a different friend. Same thing. I try to help, try to look out. Again, I wasn't being paid no rent or anything, and I just tried to look out for them, and people just wasn't appreciative of it. So I just left it alone. You can't you just can't do everybody. I've learned everybody is not going to do unto you like you do them. Like I said, when I was staying with people, and there was others that didn't even offer me a floor, didn't even offer me a room, didn't even offer nothing when they knew I was homeless, honey. Didn't want me nowhere near, didn't lift a finger to help me, those that I've helped. But I've learned that people are not gonna do unto you like you do to them. Like I said, when we went to people's house, we already knew. We already knew to oops, I'm sorry. We already knew to sorry, to clean up after ourselves. Clean up after ourselves, make sure you ain't laying around the house all night. Like, we already knew all of this stuff. So Every time when we things was done, like people, they'll get up. We spend, even if it was one night, whoever house we were at, they'll get up and be like, "Oh, dang, Gina, y'all cleaned up already?" Yeah. Even if it was my daughter, we go to my daughter's house. My daughter be like, "Oh, my, y'all can come over here anytime." And we knew, we tried not to go over there that much because she had a one bedroom apartment. And if you know anything about communities, if you know anything about apartment communities, when they start seeing extra people being in an apartment that ain't on the lease, then that's when they start talking about 5-day notices and evictions. And I never wanted my daughter for that. So we would just come over like the weekend, stay for a day or two, 2 days, or whatever. But even at her house, we cleaned that motherfucker up. We got up. If we had dinner that night, we would have dinner. We would wash all the dishes. We would clean up the entire apartment. I'll go to the store, get food and stuff for breakfast and stuff for a couple of days. We probably was there a day or two, but we had enough food that was there for 3-4 days, and then we'll leave and go back. And it saved me money, where I didn't have to get a hotel every night. Like, it saved money and everything. But you do what you need to do so that people don't mind you being over there. When people get up and they see their house already cleaned, when folks get up and they see the dishes and shit is already done, they be like, "Shit, you can come over here anytime." It didn't matter if it was dishes left in there when we came. We cleaned up every fucking thing. That's what you're supposed to do. High future ambition. Thank you. That's what you're supposed to do. And so that's what we did. But like I said, people are not going to do you the way you do. They are not going to open it. I can tell you right now, if I was to get put out, that'll never happen again. Knock on wood. But if I was to get put out, I can't name you two people that would say, "Oh, Gina, come on over here. You and the kids." And now I'm down to three now. So it would be me, the twins, and Angel. I can't tell you one person that would, of a friend wise, that would say. I mean, of course, my daughters and them would be like, "Yeah, Mom, come over here." But my daughter's in a 1 bedroom apartment, you know. My son, would say, "Oh yeah, Mom, come over here." But friend wise, please, I can't tell you not one person that would say, "Oh, Gina, you and the kids can come over here until you can get yourself straightened out." But I've opened my doors to everybody, to several people. I've always opened my doors to people. I remember one day there was a young lady. This when I lived in Berwyn, and we were living I was working for these property investors. We had a 7 bedroom house, Sarita, the biggest house on the block, 7 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And this lady I never forget, she was at the Greyhound bus station with her family. She was out, with her children. She was outside. They had been sleeping at the Greyhound bus station for 3 days. Yep. So it's nothing like your own place, baby. Sleeping at the bus stop with her and her children for 3 days. She said she had no money. They was trying to get back home. I took that woman and her kids home. I brought them to my house. I gave them baths. We fed them. I gave them clean clothes and everything. I think they stayed at my house for about 2 days, and I gave her the money to get the tickets for her and her children. I washed all their clothes and everything, gave her the tickets bought the tickets for her and her children to go back home. This one, I didn't know her. I didn't know. It was just a mother to a mother. It was a mother instinct to a mother instinct. Never met this lady, but I think might have been dropping off my daughter or dropping off one of my other kids at the Greyhound bus station. And I never forget, and she was sitting outside and with the kids, and we was either dropping them off, or I think we was picking them up. I was picking up one of my daughters or something, but somehow I got to talking and conversating with her, and her kids got to talking to my younger kids, and she said they had been sleeping up at that Greyhound bus station for 3 nights. 3 nights. Yep. And she was like, "Thank you, thank you." She said no one helped them. Her kids were hungry. They were hungry. Can you imagine? You and your kids, and you got little ones, and and y'all out here, and you got to sleep up here, for 3 days straight, no baths, no nothing, nobody to help you eat, you get or give you anything to eat. You have no money, nothing. I didn't know nothing about this woman, nothing about. I just, again, it was that instinct, it was that feeling that I had, and I took her home. Look, my husband was at the, my husband was living with me too, Serena. Thank God he didn't go run off with her, because he was a dog. But yes, my husband, we packed up her bags, we everything, put them in our van, and drove them, brought her back to her. The kids was like, wow. And we gave them so our basement was like an apartment. We had washer, dryer, another stove. It was just like an apartment, bathroom down there. One of the rooms I changed into a playroom just for my kids. It was nothing but play. We put cushions all on the floor. It was a whole playroom for the kids. And her kids, they loved it. They was down there. They lived down there. Like I said, I've helped a lot of people. And I paid for her tickets for her to go back home. And I think, and that's one of the reasons why God continued to bless me. That was too long to be at a bus. Yes, with children. I can see that. Look, that's too long to be at a bus station by yourself. That's too long to be at a bus station by yourself. But you there with little kids. She had younger. I think them kids was like, they were all under 10. And I think it was like 3 or 4 of them, if I can remember correctly. I think it was about 3 or 4 of them. And they were all under 10. Yeah. They were all under 10. And I just felt it in my spirit to help her. And we helped her. And she got back home and she thanked me. And I said from then on, I said, that's why we be blessed. Because when you help somebody without thinking, see, that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to help a person and not second guess it. Like we didn't once I talked to her and everything, I didn't second guess. I immediately knew, take her home, give them a bath, give them a nice meal and everything. Let them rest up for a couple I figured they rest up about 2 days. I told her we'll pay for her tickets and we'll get her back home. And that's what we did. I know that was really nice to have a nice big, oh my God, Sarita, we loved it because I had so many kids at the time. It was enough room for everybody. When my daughter came home from college, she had her own room. She still had a room there. So she come home from college. She had her own room. When my other son, would come and go. My other son, 2 of the bedrooms were in the kitchen, was off the kitchen. One of the bedrooms was 3. One of the bedrooms was off the living room. So it was 3 bedrooms on the main floor. It was, let's see, 2 upstairs and 2 in the basement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 bedrooms. It was 3 on the main floor, 2 in the basement, and then 2 upstairs. Yep. And I was paying her, honey, you will be shocked at what, because the property investors that I was working for at the time, they couldn't rent the house because who need a 7-bedroom house? You don't hear of families being that big. And so nobody really, it was hard for them to rent it. And they was like, Gina, you got all them babies. Why don't you just live in the house until we sell it? And I was like, okay, cool. So I moved in there and it was perfect because it was room enough for everybody. Everybody. Only person that did not live there was my oldest son. So I had 8. It was 8 kids that was living in that house with me. All 8 except for my oldest son. He was the only one that wasn't living there because he was with his girlfriend and his family. But it was all 8 of us that lived in that house. And it was big. So, and then in when we would have company or, somebody that spent the night or needed to stay or stuff, it was always extra rooms for somebody. So we loved it. Then after we moved out because of the flood. It was a flood zone. We had a swimming pool in our basement. Like it was horrible. And we wound up moving out and they had to They had to take everything down to the paneling. We had to move out because we had, kids, the babies that was premature, and therapists was coming over, so we could not stay in that house. And after they got it back together and everything, then they went. I think two families wound up moving in there. You know how it was a Mexican family, so you know how they have the mother-in-law and everything, and it was big enough for that. So they had two families that, because we was trying to move back in. He was like, Gina, they ain't trying to move out. He said they're good tenants. They pay their rent on time. And I was like, I understood. And then we all got shipped off different places. And because the city was helping us out because everybody was in a flood zone. And then we wind up out here. We wind up out here. And I just stayed and never left. After that, I was like, oh shit, no, I'm staying out here. Best schools ever. Decent neighborhood, great place to stay. Fucking rents is high. It's outrageous. But other than that, everything else was good. And I've been out here ever since. But now, when I leave here, Sarita, 2 more years, the twins will be 18. Baby, bye. I'm going to move to Tennessee. I'm moving to Tennessee. I'm moving in a tiny house community. I told you I want me a pickup truck for my tiny house. I'm getting everything. And I moved. Angel will have another year. So I just told my daughter, we talked about it yesterday. And I said, Angel can come and live with me her last year, or she can go stay with any one of her adult siblings. The twins are going to get them an apartment together. I'm going to help them get them a decent apartment together. So them two got each other. And I'm going to have my little tiny house someplace. And I want Tennessee got a really, really beautiful tiny house community. Well, God bless y'all again of where y'all at now. Yes, thank you, Sari. They love this house. They even now they be like, Mom, you gonna give up our house? I said the house got to go. I'm sorry. The house got to go. I'm like, y'all can have whatever y'all want at first I was my other daughter, I told her she can come and live in it after I move out because she was the only one that had the baby. But even with her, it's going to be way too big. And then I was thinking, well, maybe the twins and them and all of them could still stay here. But honey, don't nobody want to live with Cece. Nobody wants to live with Cece. So they was like, oh, heck no, we ain't staying here. I said, well, ain't no need to, because she would need help with all the bills. She wouldn't be able to support her son and have to pay light, gas, water, sewer, mortgage, all of that by herself. She would need help with that. So I was like, well, ain't no sense. I might as well just give up the house, get rid of it and take that money, gonna go toward my tiny house. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. And Angel is only gonna have 1 more year. So like I told, she can come to Tennessee with me for that year, or if she wants to stay out this way, she can go and stay with one of her sisters or brothers and finish out her last year, and then she could go on to college or wherever she at. So that's how we gonna do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a lot. That's why I told them, Sarita, everybody can come and take their pick. Anything that they want, they can all take. Everybody can pick. Benj already said, he said, Mom, if y'all don't want the couches that's in the family room, I'll take them. So he already know what it is. I said, anything that anybody wants or whatever, because when you got a tiny house, you got to get custom furniture for that tiny house. So really, I won't be able to take nothing because nothing's going to really fit. So I told them they have the choice. It's up to them. I love Nashville. It's really nice there. I know. Girl, that's where Dolly Parton is. I could go to Dollyville and everything. But they have, when I was doing my research, like, of course, it's not that far from Chicago. So if ever I wanted to come back to Chicago, I can. That drive is nothing. And they have a beautiful tiny house community. They got some beautiful tiny house communities in Tennessee. Hey, just read my book. So, and that's what I love. They got beautiful tiny house community. I'm talking about they got with the clubhouse, exercise thing, place up in it, swimming pool, a little lake. They got all. That's what I want. I want to be someplace like that. Have my neighbors stuff, have my little piece of land, and I can grow my vegetables and all my own little stuff back, and then just live the rest of my days. And then if I want to travel, that's the other good thing. If I want to travel and if I want to go do things, I can either pull my tiny house and go somewhere else, or you pay your lot rent. I could pay my lot rent, and then I could jump on a plane and fly around the world and do whatever with just me. I told my kids, I said, look, my friends, them that ain't got no kids, and I don't know how they asses be broke. I said, because I have a little bit of money and I got kids. So, but all my money goes to my kids. So, can you imagine, Sarita, when I ain't got to take care of no kids no more? Girl, I'm going to take my coins and I'm going to go spend my coins on me. Y'all think I've been spending my coins on? I'm going to take my coins and I'm going to go spend my coins on me. I'm going to travel. I'm going to shop. I'm going to do everything it is that I want to do. I told them, I said, every time I turn around, they going to be saying, where mom? Oh, she went out of town. Did she just come back from out of town? Oh, yeah, she left and went out of town. They ain't going to never see me. They ain't going to never see. I'm going to be gone. Every time somebody, my bags, my luggage going to stay packed. They going to stay. I'm going to enjoy my best life. No more kids. I've been taking care of kids for 30-something years. Okay? 30 years. I've been, After Angel, please. Knock on wood. I'm waiting for her to turn 18. It's a done shit. 17. Okay. I'm pushing Angel out the door at 17. It's time for you to enjoy your life. Thank you. Thank you, Sarita. Yes, it is going to be time for me. And then I'm still going to be, look, I'm 52 now. I'll be 53. Okay. So we looking at like 55. 55, everybody will be 55, 56, everybody will be gone. Everybody will be gone. So that's my prime, right? So I'm still in my prime. I got enough time to still have fun, get me a boo. Thank you, Sarita. Sarita say I'm still young. So I got enough time to get me a boo and just enjoy life and do my thing. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what it is that I'm gonna do. And my kids, they're gonna be grown, so they're gonna be able to live their life and do their own thing. Girl, yes, Serena, I'm gonna be clowning. I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna be clowning, but I'm enjoying myself. I am. I'm enjoying myself. Well, dang, you guys, I've been on here 3 hours. It don't even seem like I've been. When you be on here and you be having fun and you have good conversation and stuff, it don't even seem like I've been on here for 3 hours. I've been on here for 3 hours, and it's just 9 o'clock, 9:30. It's going on 9:30. Yep, it's gonna be my time. It's gonna be me time. Me time. I ain't playing. Well, anyway, we gonna chill tomorrow. I supposed to be. You got changing around up in here. I supposed to change around up in here. I supposed to change around in the family room. So maybe you guys can help me when I decide to change around up in here. That's what we're gonna probably do tomorrow. And then we'll do some more reading. So remember, if you guys anybody want to buy any tickets, tarot reading tickets for the Valentine's Day event, hit me up. Let me know. Other than that, you guys, I shall see you later. I love you all. Ta-ta for now. Love you, Serena.